Tom Show. Hello. Poor workman blames his tools. That's right. Good morning, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
She's at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
And there's Tom Griswold.
It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
I'm all discombobulated. No headphones this morning.
Me too. I got
Left him at home.
My computer has taken the last train to Turdville.
Oh.
So we'll see what's going on over here. I don't know what's happening.
And I left all the news at home, so we're going to have a great day.
Let's go with the topic. What do you say? Underwear.
Lord.
Underwear.
Lead the way.
Peach.
Blue.
Black.
Oh, what we're wearing today? Yeah,
What
mine
color?
are black. Mine are
Black? I got black underwear. Christy,
I got
you got...
some
Peach.
striped boxer briefs today.
Nice.
I know peach. Christy, are they...
Whoa.
Whoa. Holy hell, mother of God.
I hope everybody heard that.
Zowie. Those will not work.
Okay, well, where were we? Ace, your underwear, we know it's full of holes. What is it? What color?
Blue, Hanes.
Blue
Hanes.
Hanes. Oh, now we're doing name brand. I don't know the name brand of mine. I'd have to look it up.
Soma.
Pardon me?
Soma. That's the name of SOMA.
You mean like the muscle relaxer?
Is that
Soma?
a muscle relaxer?
Oh, yeah.
Soma is the name of a ladies' lingerie company.
Is that short for something?
Not that I know of.
So my ass is hanging out.
That's much funnier than what I was going to say.
Shout them, I don't know.
So my butt's leaking.
Oh.
Yeah.
My butt is not leaking.
Okay.
That is good to know.
Coming up, we have butt leakage in sports. And did anybody, I don't have the story in front of me, but there is some concern that after the $1 billion they've spent on the Seine River in Paris.
You mean the Seine?
The same.
The Sienna?
The Seine, I don't.
Does Seine mean river in French?
You mean it's the river?
What?
I don't know.
Well, how do you pronounce it? Is it Seine?
I believe it's Seine.
Seine? We've always heard the river Seine.
I've always heard Seine.
Always.
Well, the point is, if you go insane, you may get diarrhea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're trying to get a cleanup for some of the long swimming events. They want to do them in the river. And they literally spent $1 billion on it, but it may, they had to cancel an event.
$1 billion?
Billion with a B.
Jeez.
Although it may be Frank's, so maybe it was just cigarette money. I don't know. But the point is,
What are they doing to clean? I mean, how dirty was it?
Why bother?
Yeah.
Build a river for $100 grand.
No joke.
Well, we'll find out. We do have a UK event in which there's apparently you're swimming around little fountains of E. coli. We'll get to that coming up. We had a fun time at the fair on Friday. Hope you had a chance to listen to the show.
Yeah.
And then I saw Pat in the wild over the weekend.
Oh, yeah? Last night.
Yeah, I met Willie and Sam for dinner. I was running late because I had to drive down a street where they put a bus line that no one rides that causes every light to be red. And
He showed up. He was like 10, 15 minutes late. He lives 20 minutes away max.
Yeah.
He said, so I hit every single red light.
I saw you drive past the restaurant. It took you 50 minutes to get in.
Yeah.
there's a parking issue.
Okay. All right. You know what?
Where were you eating?
Never mind.
It was delicious. Well worth it.
I long to have the attitude that I could blame city planners for me being
So
late.
was Pat at the restaurant?
That stupid bus line, they could have given everyone who's ridden in a Rolls Royce and it would have been cheaper.
That's not true.
You were also at the restaurant?
My girlfriend's parents, it was their birthday. So
Oh, how nice.
Oh, both of them at the same time. That's really sweet.
a couple days apart, smarty pants.
Isn't it like weeks apart? Didn't you say one was July, one was August?
I wasn't listening.
I have to admit something. I was in your neighborhood yesterday and kind of stalked you, Tom, because I don't know where you live now. So I drove down your street and was trying to guess which house was yours.
Did you figure it out?
I don't know. I have no idea. But
I think that's what he
It's the
wants.
one where nothing is working. The tiny purple one.
well, obviously I didn't go in it. But
He wasn't out front with
it
his
was a fun
windblower.
game. No, he was not. I was hoping you'd be watering or something and could say, hey. But
I was watering out back. You missed me.
yeah, well, we had just come back from the fair and we had come up that same road you were talking about where the bus line is and So I thought, hey, we're kind of close. Let's go.
Enjoy every red light.
Love that bus. Ride it every day.
Okay, sure you do.
Many people benefit from that. Of
course they
because
do.
it doesn't help
Josh, so
Tom.
last night, my dad wanted to make fun of Pat, as you do. Pat's got the new haircut, and he wanted to make fun of Pat in front
He did.
of his girlfriend
And her parents.
And her parents. And
He said, I loved you in The King and I.
Oh,
Well, that was the second joke.
Well, at least know your audience, huh?
Pat,
Yeah.
that wasn't enough, though. Before he left,
Man, that Yule brother.
he turned to me, Pauline, and my brother, and goes, "Hey, what's the last movie Yul Brynner was in? What's the most accessible Yul Brynner movie?" And then Pauline goes, "The King and I, maybe?" And he goes, "Got it." And then he walks over. Even when he's being mean, the man needs a writer's room. He corresponded
I
with
tell you,
people.
he killed it at the table, though.
And my first one was, I said, who's the most recent famous bald guy? And the white bald guy, they said Vin Diesel. And I
yeah.
said, what movies has he been in?
He's also not necessarily white. But that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
He isn't.
It's we don't. It's way. We
Don't
do
worry
not need
about
to talk
it.
about this
No.
with you. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Let's
Yeah,
not-
we'll
let's
leave
not-
this one alone.
totally
Leave this
okay.
one alone. You were charming at the table. You
I
were
just walked over and I said,
very funny.
Mr. Diesel, I hate to bother you, but I just love your Fast and Furious movies. Big laugh.
Good.
Good opening.
And then he walked back and he goes, "You guys, I killed. I killed."
Now, once again, remember
A quick 5 minutes.
that this is just because a haircut went wrong with Pat. Tom is bald. Genetically, and at this point in his life, he's totally bald. So he's just popping it.
You see, in Pat's case, he didn't want to get his head shaved.
No.
right.
He went to a sports cut place or something, and he said to the lady, just take the color out, the fake color that he did.
Well, you missed the Pat Godwin at the end of the show on Friday when we were at the State Fair. He starts asking people about 10 minutes before the show's over, how do I get back to my car? I have no idea how to
And
get
by the way, it was hard.
It was hard.
We all walked. We
You go under a tunnel and you're there.
Tom, was it?
No.
We couldn't find it.
We followed whoever was in charge. They said, no, this way. So we walked this way. No, this way. We walked back. No, this way. They finally found the tunnel, and we got out.
It
Oh
was
man! I mean, the
to
tunnel
your
was
left,
literally right next.
right
to the
there,
building.
right next
I heard
to
you
the
guys
building.
drove onto a horse track.
We did.
What happened
That's
there?
true.
Oh yeah, they did that in the morning.
You need a driver. You need
The
a
only
driver.
problem you had.
That was kind of scary.
We were following.
That was scary.
We were following one of our engineers, and all of a sudden we were on this dirt track. And
All of a sudden.
we were actually on the horse
and
track.
there are
Popped out
horses.
of nowhere.
It's 5:15 in the morning.
You
and
didn't turn onto it.
We
It's
were racing horses.
God
called
bless these
practice.
guys. They're up practicing.
It's called practice.
It's 5:15.
Yeah, but they had band day that day. They had to do it early because they couldn't get on the track.
Be that as it may, I'm just saying we were
Just be
following
thankful you
directions.
didn't run over a high school band.
Yeah.
That would have been. They would have gotten out of the way. I look up and I've got the Fury and the Black Stallion heading for me. No, we did. Then we all had to do a U-turn, and of course, with good reason, the guys on the track are losing their minds.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
we were ripping the track up.
Yeah.
Yes, you were. They had to probably bring one of those rakes out, those big rakes behind
Who
the.
knows how many horses they had to put down?
Oh,
because
Oh,
we were doing
donuts.
into some Firestone rut.
We were doing donuts.
There were psychopaths on the horse.
It was not my fault. We were following one of the
It was
engineers.
not my fault.
How did you turn?
That's
People are
amazing.
banging.
He's claiming he was following
I
somebody
swear,
else.
people were banging on our window.
That one guy was really mad.
Rodeo
It's
clowns?
I'm
amazing.
sure.
Not my fault, Josh. Not my fault.
We were following one of the engineers.
Again, chick, do they have the ability to live that way?
I know, and he totally believes it.
You are fools. You are both fools.
It was fun
I don't
to
know
be
what
there.
has to happen for him to go, it wasn't my fault,
I know.
but it's coming.
It was fun to be there, wasn't it?
Yeah, on a different note, we
Yeah, we had a great time.
had a nice
Went
time.
back to the fair last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you eat some
great.
did you eat more fair food?
I had a corn dog.
No. Do we have any video of that?
You
No,
know, it's funny you would say that because
is it true that you eat your corn dogs holding them horizontally?
Yeah, she eats them like a corn dog on the cob.
I have to at one point because a stick gets stuck in your throat.
I'll let you. All right, let that steep.
Leave that
About
there.
that for a second.
One of the people in our party got the extra long one, the really big one. That is
Which
a
one of
big
your daughters
corn
was
dog. Ouch. No, it was a gentleman.
Skill that.
Yeah,
Well, you know.
They have an extra. They have a foot long corn dog.
Yes.
Good
It's called
Lord.
It's called the big one.
So I guess you can write your own jokes for that one, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, well, coming up, we have a number of interesting things going on in the world of news. We have a great fight in sports on a baseball diamond. Did you see that thing?
No.
One great punch.
If you say so.
You didn't see it?
Major League Baseball?
I did see it. It's just another fight in Major League Baseball, and it's top of mind for you, so we're going to be spotlighting it.
All right, okay. We have fingering in the news.
There we go. Now we're
As
talking.
in accusing somebody of something?
No, as in finger puppets.
Oh, finger puppets.
Do you like puppets? I know you like puppets. You like finger puppets?
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, that's all coming up right now. Fall is up ahead. I can't wait. We'll have football. The temperatures will drop, I hope. But it's not time to leave the pool just yet. And HelloFresh wants to help you plan for the busy season ahead with a bunch of great new recipes. How does it work? Well, HelloFresh does the shopping. They do the measuring. You just put it together. And right now, 50% off with a brand new code, HelloFresh.com/50BT show. That's right, HelloFresh.com/50BT show. You choose your recipes, you pick your delivery date, and sit back, and here it comes. In about 15 minutes, you'll enjoy restaurant-quality food, and we've got some new additions, Christy?
Yes, this week I made the chicken sausage spaghetti bolognese with zucchini and Parmesan. It was wonderful. It was very easy. The card has 3 or 6 easy steps. It was, even I could do it. And not only that, it fed us for 2 days. There was so much food. It was great.
All right. So when your life gets busy, enjoy some great food from HelloFresh. It's 25% cheaper than most delivery and even less expensive than grocery shopping because they're buying in bulk. Freshness is the key. More than 40 recipes every week. This is America's #1 meal kit. Try it right now and get a staggering 50% off. I know you're going to like it, and they want you to try it. Oh, by the way, free shipping. This is a limited time offer from HelloFresh. The code is 50BT show. The 50 comes before the BT show now, and that's in honor of the 50% off. HelloFresh.com/50BT show. That's HelloFresh.com/50BT show. Also coming up in the news, a number of exciting stories, including a big marijuana news. And if you're at the RV park and you see some pink flamingos, it may mean something else, not just kitsch. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The Who album Lifehouse never was completed, but you can follow the story in a new graphic novel. Pete Townsend collaborated with writer-artist James Harvey to create the 172-page graphic novel, which foretells the future from a 1970s point of view. The novel will be included as part of the Who's Next Lifehouse Super Deluxe Edition, which comes out in September. The Barbie movie not only tops the box office this week, it's topped $1 billion. That's right, it's cleared $1 billion. It's now the top-grossing movie directed by a woman, Greta Gerwig. In second place this week is Meg 2: The Trench, with Oppenheimer third, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fourth, Haunted Mansion comes in fifth. Elon Musk says his potential in-person fight with Mark Zuckerberg would be streamed live on his social media site X, formerly known as Twitter. The two tech billionaires seemingly agreed to a cage match face-off in late June. Musk wrote in a post Sunday that Zuck versus Musk fight will be streamed on X. All proceeds will go to charity for veterans, he said. Zuckerberg is trained in mixed martial arts. Whether or not Musk and Zuckerberg actually make it into the ring in Vegas has yet to be seen, especially as Musk often tweets about action prematurely or without following through. And that is your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
Goldfish VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7, 24/7.
At Nike, we know that to get a job done, you need the right shoe. Michael Jordan doesn't step on the court without his Nike Air Jordans. And Jose Impalero doesn't step into the streets of Pamplona without his Air Toro. Air Toro. Once you strap on these bright red steer hide zapatos, you'll be ready to run for your life.
Yes, hello, this is Jose Impalero. You know, when I put on my Air Toros, I feel like I can... Oh, mi Dios. Oh, no, Toro, el Toro. Help me, somebody.
Air Toros. People would walk over you to get this shoe. Air Toros. Hemingway may have worn khakis, but he never got to wear Air Toros. Plenty of other famous people love their Air Toros. People like Gore Vidal, Bruce Hornsby, Red Skelton, and the Chicago Bulls. So, hoof it on over to your favorite shoe store, Air Toros.
No, Toro, el Toro.
Air Toros. Just do it.
Hi, this is comedian Sean Morey, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
And I don't know about you, but I have certain milestones in an earthquake to set my panic level, basically. You know, it's like it's shaking, no big deal. I can handle shaking. I'm not worried until I hear a car alarm. Then the car alarm went off. I'm like, no big deal. Car alarm goes off. I'm not worried until I start hearing things falling and breaking. Things are falling and breaking. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay as long as the power goes out. People are screaming. I'm like, okay, I think this is it. I think this is my moment to panic, everybody. And right at the moment, I thought my heart was going to explode. It stopped, and I was like, you know, I'm cool. But that night, it was shaking so bad, the furniture moved over, blocked my doorway. I couldn't get out. And books were falling off the shelf and hitting me.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. But even given that, I still enjoy them. And
yeah, there's nothing like them. In fact, the song 26 Miles Across the Sea, you know, that was written about Hawaii. It's earthquakes have moved it so far away. It's sad.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Safe sex.
That is a considerate lover.
It is better than wearing a helmet, I'll tell you that.
James P. Connolly is our guest.
And you run out into the street like that. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, hey, what gives...
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Tom.
Okay, all right. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Show is what I meant to say. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
Josh Arnold's here.
Cheers.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick.
Yes, sir.
We're going to check in with Chick McGee in the sports page coming up. Also later on today, comedian Reno Collier will be our guest. Right now, let's head over to the world of sports. Chick, what did we miss?
Well, the ladies got a beating from Sweden in the penalty kick phase, just the way Tom likes it. In the Women's World Cup, Sweden advances in the round of 16. The earliest exit ever for the women's national team in the World Cup.
Wow.
The Americans struggled from the start, with the rest of the world catching up in skill and physical conditioning, it says here. And there's no guarantee that Coach Vlatko Andonowski will continue with the team. The next big tournament will be the Olympics in France next year for the women's national team, so we'll see what happens. But Sweden beats them in the penalty kick phase.
Again, I've been saying this forever. I don't like that way to. I mean, would you want to end an NBA playoff game?
Well, everyone, even the players,
with having whoever gets the most free throws win.
Well, everyone, even the players say it's a sad way to lose, but I can't. I am stuck on. We have to find a way to end the game in a fair and equitable manner, but I don't know what that answer is. Do you?
No,
I mean, it's easy to say, well, yeah, let's play darts for the end of it, or let's play poker for the end of the game. But if you don't have a solution,
I mean, would you want the Super Bowl to end with a punt, pass, and kick competition?
Well, that doesn't help us. You can criticize all you'd like.
I'm just saying it's a dumb way to end the game.
You want to be funny, is what you want to be.
No, I think it's a stupid way to end the game. I'm sorry. Years of tradition. I think it's dumb.
You're going to get some bad soccer if they play too much longer. I mean, that's the thing.
That's the thing. They can't keep playing
they're physically
the way they're playing.
Unable to.
Run up and down that field a few times.
I got a better solution.
Oh, good.
That's I'd be interested.
With 5 minutes left, you make the goal. You make the goal bigger.
Put out like an extender pole, just pull it apart.
You make it higher and bigger.
You want the goal? It's kind of like one of those tables that you can make bigger for Thanksgiving. It's got a couple leaves underneath. You pop it open.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Sorry that the ladies didn't win.
Yeah, I don't know how we can't make penalty kicks. Like 2 or 3 of our players missed the penalty kick, like over the goal and
that's like
off to the right.
A free throw in basketball, right? It should be a gimme.
It didn't look.
I heard somebody say something along the lines of if they spent a little less time Instagramming, they may actually and more time practicing, they may have.
Oh, really?
It seems to be one school of thought.
Are you trying to America? Oh, is that the problem?
I'm not sure.
Meanwhile, Lionel Messi keeps rolling right along. He scored on another free kick in his 3rd consecutive 2-goal game. 3 games. 6 goals, two goals a game for Messi, for Inter Miami. Not enter the young Tom, Inter Miami.
Enter Miami.
That's a victory over FC Dallas on penalty kicks in a Leagues Cup elimination game. Messi's goal in the 85th minute, reminiscent of the game winner in his Inter Miami debut. Both were on free kicks from just outside the penalty box. We had free kicks here, and Tom, that's the way they do it in soccer.
All right. It doesn't matter. I'm not part of the soccer universe. I don't watch it or care.
I watched.
Is your daughter still playing?
No.
I mean, will she play next year? Do you think
sure.
she? Oh,
doesn't know if she wants to.
She didn't get the bug, is what I'm saying.
That's correct.
Okay.
Meanwhile, evidently this fight is on. Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. Apparently, this is going to happen, and it's going to be streamed on what we know as Twitter, what the new attendees know as X.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be streamed live on X. The 2 tech billionaires have agreed on a cage match, a face-off in late June. It must be of next year because June's already over here in America. That's what it says. That's in late June, Tom. I don't know where I got this story.
They need a year to train, I guess.
They're going to be training.
Musk posted onto the site formerly known as Twitter. Zuck versus Musk fight will be live streamed on X, with all proceeds go to charity for veterans. And on his Threads social media account, Zuckerberg responded, "Shouldn't we use a more reliable platform that can actually raise money for charity?" That's kind of a shot to Musk and X right there.
Boy, oh boy.
Kind of a shot.
Can you imagine being a little kid right now? And you find out that the billionaires who run the world solve problems by
having a cage match. Yeah.
It's like one of those dumb superhero movies.
Yeah.
Really weird.
It says here that
so weird.
Zuckerberg is actually trained in martial arts.
He's going to kill Elon Musk.
And
how much younger is Zuckerberg than, what is Elon, 50-ish?
I don't know the answer to any of this. Zuckerberg's the CEO of Facebook's parent company, Meta. They posted about his completing his first jiu-jitsu tournament earlier this year. I think he's a blue belt. Now, we had that story last week. And Musk said he's training for the fight by lifting weights. So I guess it'll be easier for him to get up off the canvas.
This says Zuckerberg is 39 and Musk is 51.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
Musk said, I don't have time to work out, so I just bring my weights to work. Zuckerberg replied on Threads, I'm ready today. We could fight today, he says.
Good luck.
I'm ready anytime, pal. I'm ready anytime.
Step up. You feeling froggy?
You think we can bet on this?
Hey, gentlemen, how about
I was just
give to the veterans?
Yeah.
And, leave the whole fight thing.
Oh, no, I think this is great. Who are you rooting for?
I think Zuckerberg.
For them both to kill each other?
I think Zuckerberg's got this one.
I'm with Josh. I think the only thing redeemable about
Christy
this
is saying the early
veterans
favorite
aspect.
Zuckerberg, yeah.
But he's young. He's younger.
He's training.
He's trained in the martial arts.
Yep.
And
but be honest, wouldn't you like to get either one of them get punched in the face?
Sure.
I mean,
I'd like both of them to be $1 million babied. Mm-hmm. Let's get nothing but stools out there.
Oh, my Lord.
Now, by $1 million baby, you mean flatline?
Spoiler alert
and you also
there.
$1 billion baby, to be fair.
Yeah, you're right. It would be $1 billion.
They're jerks, but they got a lot of money.
So this is technically Meta versus X, right?
Which does sound like a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Or, well, Threads versus X, I guess, is what
Okay. Yeah, because Meta X sounds like some NBA player that changed his name. Now playing center.
Meta X is a badass name.
Yeah, it is.
What about, would it be sponsored by Meta Musil?
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I was wondering if if Meta had to clear that
with the Metamucil people.
Metamucil people.
No, of course not. One's called Metamucil, the other's called Meta.
Yeah, but look at this.
What?
What does that say?
Meta.
Yeah, but it has Musil underneath.
Yeah, but it says in big letters Meta right there.
Who do you think would win that lawsuit? Zuckerberg or the Metamucil people?
They'd crap all over him.
Oh, that's very nice.
I don't know. As I said earlier, I think Zuckerberg probably as a kid was always the last one picked. Out of the
well,
playground.
but Musk isn't that far behind.
I'm not convinced either of them were on the playground.
You get the kid in the wheelchair, I'll take Zuckerberg.
You get the kid in the wheelchair.
Whoa.
I'll take Zuckerberg.
My goodness.
I'm just saying. Well, Christy asked a great question.
I bet you can bet.
And you
on
would
that.
be able to bet on this.
Oh, there's going to be no doubt. Yeah.
Absolutely, you can bet on it. Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun. I'm trying to find if I can't believe it's next June.
Also, isn't that during the next Olympics? They're kind of competing with a lot.
Yeah, that may be a typo.
I think they
what
announced
it says in my story.
I think they announced it last June. They haven't set a date for it yet.
Okay, I'm trying to find it.
That's what a story I read earlier today said.
Oh, that might be. They seemingly agreed to a cage match face-off in late June.
Yes, and
maybe
now
they haven't.
Oh, I see.
And they are
set
going
a
to
date
announce
for
it later.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, we'll be looking forward to that certainly. Any other guys we should get involved in this? Warren Buffett.
Well, now wait a minute. Now that
might be
Warren
like
Buffett.
maybe shuffleboard.
What is he, 95?
He's up there. He's a man's a financial genius. He could play shuffleboard with somebody. I don't know.
Is it public feuds that I want to see figured out through physicality, or is it who do I want to see get punched in the face? Because both of those lists, I need some time to work on. Need 10 minutes of homework.
I agree.
And the opening ceremony for the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. How am I saying? Paris.
Paris.
July 26th, 2024.
Yeah, I think this match will be sooner than later. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it, man.
How are you looking forward to something this barbaric and throwing us
fun
and meaningless, and it's just.
And they better do it before X disappears.
Two people largely responsible for really damaging society.
Yeah, we're hoping one or both get hurt.
And we shouldn't celebrate them in any way.
And I feel like it's kind of like there's like these guys represent like new masculinity, but they're just going back to this like traditional, just trying to fight each other, and that's not what these guys should be about.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I think what's
They should
interesting
have a knitting competition?
Something like that.
That would be new masculinity.
Play chess, maybe?
You would have thought that billionaires might have learned their lesson with that submersible a month ago.
No joke.
Hey, just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean that you can't die or get hurt.
Right.
But we'll see. I suppose they'll be wearing headgear and stuff, right? Don't you think?
I would think.
Yeah.
Not just a bare knuckle brawl.
What are you angling for here?
No equipment at all.
Look at his face, though. His face says brain injuries possible. That's what he angling for here. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm just curious. What is it, a mixed martial arts thing, or just if it's a cage match, they just lock the cage and they go for it?
Well, I think a cage. Well, unless you're wrestling, I guess. I think a cage match implies MMA, right?
And no rules. You can bite, you can kick, you can punch.
Not sure.
So we'll see. Sure. Okay, very good. Well, once again, this is Zuckerberg versus Musk coming up in a venue near you.
And we had another fight on Major League Baseball. Tim Anderson and Jose Ramirez are facing suspensions following an on-field brawl on Saturday during the White Sox-Guardians game. The fight started during the 6th. Ramirez slid headfirst into second base between Anderson's legs. Anderson kept his tag on Ramirez's back as he stood over and straddled him.
Oh.
Apparently, that wasn't taken too kindly. Ramirez seemed irritated. After getting up, he pointed his finger in Anderson's face and started yelling at him.
Oh, boy.
The two then squared off like boxers in the ring, Anderson taking off his glove and throwing the first punch. Ramirez landed a right hook to Anderson's jaw, knocking him on his back. Both benches and bullpens then pour out onto the field. The melee led to 6 ejections. Anderson and Ramirez likely facing suspension.
Usually they square off and stand there and then kind of go, fellas, while the as the team runs onto the field.
Did you see? They.
Somebody hold me back. I mean it.
They get in position and they've got their dukes up.
Really?
And they are ready to go, and then boom, boom.
Wow.
They were mad.
Man.
Ugly. Ugly.
So, by the way, the two guys are both going to play professional hockey.
Yeah, that sounds like
they've been drafted for the NHL. That would be a great undercard for the Musk Zuckerberg event. They have those two guys go at it. But no. Coming up in the news, Chris, you want to give me a teaser?
Oh, this is one of my favorite stories. If you've got a daughter that's headed to college and she's going to do Rush, this was something I'm so glad I never had to face. But there is actually a service now that you can pay to get your daughter ready for Rush.
Mm-hmm. And this is Rush, like rushing a sorority.
Right.
Not like they're playing in the band Rush.
Thank you for clarifying. You're right,
you
Willie.
bet.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Now on drums, Christy's daughter.
Yes. Don't encourage her.
Lifeson and Geddy Lee and Christy's daughter on drums. We'll find out about.
And if you would like to have a cannabis-themed wedding, we have some info on that.
Well, that would be bad.
I don't know. I think it might be laid back.
Yeah, people get drunk enough at weddings. Why not?
Yeah. Most alcohol-themed weddings are pretty crazy. So maybe we give this one a shot this time.
Right.
What kind of dancing?
Might be a better idea.
People high on pot do.
The twirly dance, right?
Yeah.
If what was the name of that ridiculous movie that came out, the propaganda film from like the 30s or 40s?
Oh, Reefer Madness?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
Reefer
you.
Madness.
The dancing in that is pretty wild.
Well, we'll find out about all of those things. But right now, I want to tell you about, I'm going to ask Mr. McGee to tell you about the greatest earbuds out there. They're the Raycons.
There's never been a better time to switch over to Raycon earbuds than during the summer because you can do anything you want during the summer. And Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever before. If you're on the go, they're the perfect answer to all your questions. They have 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. Raycons feature noise isolation and an awareness mode, so you can choose to be immersed or tune into your surroundings and listen to music at the same time if you need to. And you can listen while you travel or during a grueling workout with optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. The earbuds comfortable enough for all-day wear. And remember, Raycon's earbuds do not budge. And with Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and get a load of this. Raycons start about half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 56,000 5-star reviews. And right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off the already low price. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. /Tom.
And I'm telling you, they are the best. You'll love your Raycon earbuds. We get love letters about the Raycon earbuds. If you want to send us a love letter, Josh, how do you do it?
Email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
That's right. What even if you want to send us a correction? And there are plenty of those.
Yeah.
The same address. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Thank you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of
You know, it's funny you mentioned Giant because a colleague of mine, Tony Robbins, wrote Awaken the Giant Within, Bob.
Uh-huh.
And if we have time, I'd like to explain the difference between me and Tony Robbins, one of the most successful.
I'd love to know.
Oh, a couple $1 million?
Well, no, not really. You know, Tony Robbins wrote a book, as you know, called Awaken the Giant Within. Sold over 20 million copies. Right. And in this book, Christy, Mr. Robbins postulates, that means theorizes, that everyone has a giant within them just waiting to break out and do fabulous things. Well, I think that's a crock of, you know what I mean. I think if you feel you have a giant within you, you're probably constipated.
Yeah.
Yeah. My new book, Meet Me in the Middle, is an answer to Zig Ziglar's See You at the Top. See, I think we are our own worst enemy, and the sooner that people realize that in the success world, we are our own worst enemy. Our middle name should be Versus. I don't believe, and I think Chick would agree with this, success is not something we reach as a final destination. Success is like an illness, isn't it? We have bouts of success, episodes of success, and then we fall down and flounder some more. And my book shows you how to take advantage of those times you do succeed and parlay those up. And there's a reason why I'm able to drive a 1987 Cadillac Fleetwood. I have 3 cars, 2 of which are running.
I made this crazy movie called Freddy Got Fingered, and it was, I wrote it, I directed it, and it was a really, really crazy movie, and it won the Raspberry Awards, and people said it was the worst movie ever made, and all this stuff. But that was sort of the point, was to make the craziest
worst movie.
Yeah, kind of the point of it, right? So now what's happened is, and really what's been a really exciting thing about going and doing these shows is, people are coming out to the shows. They're bringing their Freddy Got Fingered DVDs, and it's sort of turned into a bit of a cult, smash. I've gotten a call from the studio recently that said the DVDs have been selling through the roof. They've sold over 1 million units of the DVD.
And didn't I hear that you're going to do a director's cut?
I want to do a director's cut of the movie because because there are scenes that just when you edit when you do one of these commercial studio movies, especially a movie like that, they focus group it, and you had to change things and tighten it all up.
Right.
So there are some crazy scenes that I'd like to get back into it, but also it's sort of just I think the irony of doing a director's cut for me personally is pretty funny.
Whenever there's a movie, there's always a porno movie that someone makes based on the title.
Yeah, it was called Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay, back to you, Tom Green.
People actually, to be honest, the things that people really like out of the movie are some of the sillier scenes, not so much the gross scenes, but people always come up to me and they say, "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" Which is this line from the movie. "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" So I sing that on stage. Come see me on tour. We'll be singing some of the hits.
Sing along. That's all right.
That's your Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, that's my Stairway. The Bum Bum song would be my Stairway to Heaven. That went to #1 on MTV, the Bum Bum song.
When you Google Freddy Got Fingered, the first thing that comes up, the first line is Freddy Got Fingered quotes.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Yeah. And then you go to that page and the sausage.
Yeah.
The sausage organ comment is the very first line.
There's all sorts of very silly lines in the movie.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of quotes here.
Yeah, so I was in a rap group when I was in Canada when I was a teenager. That was actually,
what were they called?
We were called Organized Rhyme. We were actually had a record deal when I was 19 years old.
No kidding.
Right out of high school with A&M Records, and we had a #1 hit, in many markets in Canada. We were the Much Music Video Award of the Year for Best Rap Video. That was sort of the...
Is that on your website?
You can find it on there. Yeah, you can find it on there, and you can find it on YouTube. And, the thing, that was sort of my first sort of realization, hey, I want to work in show business, I was sort of like, all of a sudden I had this record, and we were touring, and we were doing radio shows, and I went and started my radio show, and right after that, and... it was initially a rap music show that I turned into a talk show, which then turned into my TV show. But so Yeah, I've had a lot of great rappers on my website too. Like if you go on TomGreen.com, you can see me rapping with Too Short and Exhibit. There's this funny video of me rapping with Exhibit where I surprise him with this rap that's ended up on YouTube. It's got 2.5 million views now, and it's sort of funny because you see these rappers who just aren't expecting me to start rapping, and then I start rapping in their face, which is fun. So.
Canadian rap.
Canadian rap. Yeah, you can see why you haven't heard of it. Canadian rap.
Tom Green is our guest.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a polar bear. Now, what you do is you go cut a hole in the ice, right? And then you take little peas and you place them strategically 4 inches apart all the way around the hole, right? And a polar bear will crawl up and he'll look at it in very much curiosity as what is going on there. Now, when he bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
We're talking with comedian Rick Schrader.
I'm a stepfather, too, which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You're not like my real dad. That's right. You can find me. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories,
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie, Titanic.
Oh. Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
Also with us, Christine Stedman. Now, you're a mom?
Well, a mom and a grandma. I think you know that.
I know.
I'm a grandpa.
Is this how this
Are
works?
you?
Yep.
She's been married 27 years and still a virgin, Tom.
Yes. Well, I have a lot of grandkids. My daughter keeps having babies, has one almost every year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she called me the other day. She goes, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant again. There must be something in the air. I'm like, yeah, you're late.
But seriously.
Hello? Bang!
Hey, hello? Zing! I'm getting her fixed.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're...
5.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Josh Arnold's here.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, your favorite time of year, the NFL season will be getting underway.
Thank goodness.
And we'll be able to talk about that, certainly. And so far, sports, the big highlight has been 2 billionaires may get into a fight. Zuckerberg versus Musk in a cage match. That if you were going to put money on that, who would you go with? Do you know? Have you thought about it?
I think I'm on board with Zuckerberg. It sounds like he's younger and going to realize what he's supposed to be expecting here. I don't think Musk is. He's just lifting weights. I don't know how that helps.
Yeah, I assume Musk is significantly larger. I never really thought about it, but
I don't know.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with
I
that
haven't seen the tail of the tape. Isn't that what they call
that? Nicely done.
Very good. In the meantime, we check in with other sporting events with Mr. McGee. What have you got over there?
57 swimmers have become ill with diarrhea.
Oh, God.
After competing in a triathlon in the United Kingdom.
Well, you want to be in first place in that one.
No joke.
According to reports, the 2,000 people participated in the World Triathlon Championship Series in Sunderland, which included a swim-off, Sunderland's Blue Flag Roker Beach.
Oh.
I think Al Roker has a summer place there.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
The area has been the center of a long-running battle over sewage discharges.
That is quite a couple words.
An
Sewage
environmental agency sampling at Roker Beach 3 days before competition showed E. coli colonies 39 times higher than typical readings the previous month.
So how many swimmers got sick?
57.
Oh, boy. That is rough. That is rough.
That's not too bad, though, out of 2,000.
Yeah.
Still too many.
2,000 people competed.
Oh, that's just awful. And this is interesting because coming up, as we mentioned earlier, the Olympics in Paris.
Here it comes again.
They want to do some of the events in the Seine River. And
we need to get someone from France to find out how to pronounce the river Seine, or as you say,
Seine.
Seine.
Yeah, but then we'd have to talk to somebody from France.
Yeah,
Hey, that's not nice.
Oh, bonjour, Papa Tom. Sure, it's good to talk to you this morning.
Hang up.
You speak a little French. Don't you speak 3 words of French?
There we go.
That's
That's all you need.
You got that.
That's absolutely all you need.
I can say je m'appelle, which means my name is, and I can say fromage, which means cheese.
Cheese. Your name is Cheese?
The only sentence I can say is my name is Cheese.
There you go. Cheese, but that'd be a great nickname. Yo, Cheese.
Cheesy.
So in any event, there's a lot of concern about the whether or not the river for the Olympics will be clean enough to swim in spite of the fact that they've spent $1 billion cleaning it up. But in this case, this championship swimming event, obviously 57 swimmers end up with diarrhea. Something is wrong. They did give them all a bronze medal, though.
Well, naturally.
They had to do something.
Certainly.
You came in third? No, turd.
There
you go. So sorry. My fault.
I got turd
Poop. There it is.
Poop. There it is.
Here, let's see if you can hear this.
Seine River.
No, it's just.
What was that now?
That's way too hard.
Uh-oh.
Seine River is what she says.
Hello.
River.
Yeah.
Seine River.
Seine River. He's right.
I just got a lovely glimpse into Christy and her daughter's vacation in the French countryside. Just her just playing wine off her phone to the waiter as loud as she pushing all her.
No. Here's the key. You take a daughter who is fluent in French.
Oh, very smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, Patty G, we haven't heard from you yet today.
I know. I'm just sitting back here thinking what I'm going to do.
Really? Yeah. He's working hard over there.
I could have did that Hello Meta song that we wrote, but I don't know the chords. I could fumble my way through it, but
I mean, you don't know the chords.
You wrote it, you don't know it?
Don't you have them written down?
I don't have the chords ever written down.
Oh, really? You just
well, that's this has served you well so far. That's good. Keep
They're
doing
all
that.
right here.
Let's give it a shot. This is in honor of the
okay, I'll give it a shot.
Of Mr. Zuckerberg from Meta/Facebook wants to have a cage match with Mr. Musk from many different things, including formerly Twitter, now X. And I guess you're not supposed to call it tweeting anymore. You're supposed to call it posting on X.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't. That has to be one of the.
Yeah, but everything I've seen on television, it'll say as posted on X, and then it's per in Twitter. Everything is saying that. They're not relying on people knowing entirely what X is yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so this is a song about Meta.
Hello, Meta. Goodbye, Facebook. I already got a.
Boy, that's a great start.
I think that second chord is what we call a clam.
No, it was not. It's the real chord. But really?
I assure you, he's playing the right chords.
Yeah,
okay?
it's the words.
Okay, sorry.
Hello, Meta. Goodbye, Facebook. This big name change is gobbledygook. Zuckerberg is still my name-o. Here at Facebook, we spread lies. I'm not to blame-o. There's a lot of Facebook bashing. I don't care because of the checks I'm cashing. We'll all be making and talking about this Meta, while Facebook will steal all your data. I gotta laugh. Just in case I forgot to mention, Facebook was not my own invention. The Winklevoss twins had the idea, but I squeezed them out like wicked diarrhea. Now there's a rumor Uncle Sammy will make me shrink down, sell Instagrammy, but I'm rich and none too frugal. When this is over, I'll own Amazon and Google.
Thank you very much about the famous name change to Meta. All righty. Well, what else is happening in sports? Anything good?
Well, finally, Tom, in sports.
Stupid world record.
Shut up. A martial artist in India has reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the most walnuts cracked with his head in 1 minute. 27-year-old Naveen Kumar achieved a grand total of 273 walnuts to crush the previous record of 254 set by serial record breaker Mohammed Rashid. What do you call a nut on a wall, Josh?
A walnut?
A walnut. What do you call a nut on your chin?
Oh. What do you call a nut on your chin?
Never mind.
Friday night.
Kumar and Rashid have battled for ownership over this record for several years.
Fellas, let it go. You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, there's
Well,
there's a deep dive into this record.
Oh,
raw common walnuts. The Juglans regia.
Juglans.
That's the Latin term for common walnuts. It must be used when attempting this record. The walnut shells must be completely smashed into at least 2 pieces in order to be counted.
Okay.
So this guy has a very lengthy tabletop with all these nuts on it. And
so he's not doing it this way?
No. He's smashing his head on the table. And by the way, if you go to the Guinness website, before you click on the video, it says, warning, blood.
Oh, I bet.
Yes. Well, I'd have to cut
Nothing
your
bleeds like a head wound.
Yeah, so, what a dumb thing to do. And I assume you'd eventually get some kind of a concussion. Don't you think? Smashing your head on a table repeatedly?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You would think a concussion might be.
Feels so good when you stop.
I haven't done that physically, but mentally, it's almost like I keep doing that. I don't know what it is, but
I don't know what motivated the guy. Maybe like a nut allergy or something. He's paying back the gods.
Like that.
So, congratulations, Naveen. You got the record, buddy.
And a horrible headache.
Yeah. And blood all over your forehead. Coming up, cannabis at the wedding, legitimately?
I find the aroma of cannabis objectionable.
You don't like it?
I don't care for it.
Well, couldn't you do edibles?
It's skunk-ish. I guess you would have. I would have to do edibles if I was going to have
a wedding,
cannabis wedding.
Yeah. The edibles, they hit you harder though. They can be a real rough time.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Edibles.
I can't.
It'd be hard on the DJ too. He'd have to play different music. You can't really do a conga line if everybody's high. Hey, now that you got your hands in my ass, why don't you feel them up?
What do you? What pot makes you?
What are you? First off, you're my nephew. Second,
see, that's the problem. When we come back, we'll explore this. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practiced, and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight, and his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would say. Now he's sporting wings, and he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell. With George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong. But I know he's tired of me singing this f***ing song. A big white hat with a black six-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye, Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
Approval. You know, and this is what I'm getting at in a roundabout way. Make sure you find the right person before you get married, because the first time I got married, I looked and I thought I found that person who would tell me those 5 words every man longs to hear. Get off me, you're heavy. But, are you done yet? That's one of us should be enjoying this. Of course, my personal favorite, when you're inside me, I feel nothing. Yes, I tell you this to bring up this. A little bit of Rick Schrader arcane trivia. She said every one of those to me in bed at one point. I swear to God.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. Every single one of those.
You poor man.
Kind of 6 years. What kind of a schmuck am I?
You had to have at one point said, I love this woman, right?
Huh? Yeah. You know, I can't get enough of this. You know? More stress.
Wow. You remembered them word for word.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
those are things that catch your attention. You know?
When you're inside me, I feel nothing. I have
That's
to
a
write
direct
that down.
quote. That is a direct quote.
Oh, wow.
Because we're working up there. I'm trying. You know, boy, I got it in myself that time. You know, I think I'm on a roll here. You know. Oh, my God. I mean, it's not fair. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't. You know, women have such a hard time achieving orgasm. Maybe it's because you got a big, fat, sweaty guy on top of you. That would break my concentration. I'm trying. You know, it's Pillsbury Doughboy thing. You know, I can't feel my legs. You know, you're the one, baby. You know, dear God, let it in. You know, you don't want to hear that in bed. No, you don't.
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on the news desk.
Yep.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There he is. Willie Griswold's here.
Hey, man.
And Josh Arnold's over there.
Hi.
Ace Cosby here.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. And
Thank you very much.
he gave us a movie review while the commercials were on. I'm sorry that listeners missed it. he went to see, and he and Josh could not have had differing opinions on the new Mission Impossible movie. Tom said...
I had enough after an hour and a half and left.
So it wasn't over, you got up in the middle of it.
Left.
And left.
Yeah.
And Josh said it was...
It's monumentally entertaining.
I think you said I couldn't recommend it higher.
It's so fun.
Yes.
If you like the kind of movie, yeah.
And that music, you can't beat the music. Dun,
And the
dun,
stunts.
dun, dun, dun,
Tom Cruise is amazing.
Sure, all those things are true. I just, after an hour and a half, I'd had enough.
Before you left, did you just like clap your hands and go, I'm out?
Like a dealer. I think what got me was
a full theater.
I've always hated kung fu movies. They're so stupid. And
like
all
the Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah,
things like that?
And then when all of a sudden this lady pulls out a sword and they're doing all this kung fu, I'm done. I'm out. It's okay. Have fun.
You know, Josh.
Did you say it's okay? Have fun to the rest of the people in the theater?
Yeah,
it's okay. Have fun.
Was it a full theater?
None.
No, God no.
Josh, I think, hit on something. You told him last week. You just wondered why.
Why do you continue to go to movies?
And I think he's on.
It doesn't seem to be a joyful experience.
We have enough media available to us at home. You should be only allowed to watch movies in your home.
No, I enjoy going to the theater.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. You just
walked out. Let's ask you. So after an hour and a half, had you finished your popcorn?
I only had a small popcorn.
So it was gone.
Yeah.
That's all right. So he left after his popcorn. He got a little air conditioning, had a little popcorn.
I was kind of hoping that motorcycle scene repairs it, so I wanted to see that.
Yeah, no, all you had to do was stick it out for another 45 minutes to an hour.
I was done.
Just unless
that's not even the best scene.
Why didn't you go see Haunted Mansion? That's more up your alley.
That looks really dumb.
You should not be
Ava
allowed
said
to
it was
go
great.
see movies anymore unless there's a double feature of My Perfect Year and Sideways. Just stay out of the theater.
Oh, I thought that'd be a great double feature.
I know.
My favorite year. My perfect year. But it is a perfect movie.
He likes stuff.
I once, just by accident, went to see a double feature when it first came out of The In-Laws and Airplane.
Those are two good movies.
Oh my God!
A lot of laughs.
Two of the greatest movies of all
Where
time.
was that a double feature?
I was in New York City and I just gotten off a plane, and some friends of mine said, "Hey, let's go see this." And so I had no idea what I would be in for. Great afternoon.
Yeah, that is a good afternoon.
So I'm sorry. No, it's a fine movie. I just had enough.
All right. Hey, what are you gonna do? The guy, he was done.
You know, there should be some kind of limit on chase scenes.
See, but the thing about the chase scenes in that movie are there's so much humor involved with them, and I cared about the characters. You said you didn't necessarily.
No.
So yeah,
Oh, look, she's a beautiful woman who's going to take over the world.
You don't like
Ethan Hunt means a lot to me.
You don't like chase scenes, huh?
Have you ever seen a movie called Night and Day with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz?
That's a blast, isn't it?
I like really a great movie. It was overlooked, and I'm not sure why. But Tom Cruise is at his best snarky, adventure, Secret Service guy who's kind of winking at the camera. He's great in that.
What's it called?
Night and Day.
I'll have to watch it. I love Tom Cruise. I just
and Night is spelled with a K.
And this is only part one, so I figure when part two comes out, I can watch the first hour of that, and I'll pretty much know what happened.
Why waste your money? Just save it.
Sunday.
What'd you end up doing? You left, and where'd you go?
Yeah, you had the afternoon free.
Yeah.
What happened?
At any point in the theater, real quick, did you ever have a Raycon in while you were sitting in the theater?
Oh, no, I've done that before. I didn't for this one. I would have just left.
Did you
I was by myself. So.
Did you fall asleep?
No. Nope. I went home, walked the dogs.
You came out of the movie and went right to the Starbucks, I'm guessing.
No, I washed my car first.
And then you went to Starbucks.
Yeah, I went to Starbucks. Then I went and took the dogs for a walk.
So you weren't at the theater that has the Starbucks in the theater or in the mall?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Last time I went there, the air conditioning wasn't working. So,
They should renovate that theater.
Yeah.
What are they waiting on?
I'm sorry. Back to sports. I'm sorry.
No, back to news.
That was okay.
Well, actually, we do have a special sports report about who was it? The Pauls got into
Man,
a
I really
fight
did. I just
this
asked
weekend?
offhandedly, like out of curiosity.
But I think a lot of people are interested.
It happened on Saturday, but go ahead.
Well, I don't really know anything about it, but I was just out with buddies, and they turned the fight on. So Logan Paul fought in a WWE fight over the weekend. I'm pretty sure he won. And then I guess he got in a private jet and flew to watch his brother, Jake Paul. He fought Nate Diaz, the UFC guy. But it was a boxing match, and Jake Paul won. So that's the update, everybody.
And there's a female star of the MMA, and I'm not sure what her name is, but she has challenged. Is it Logan Paul who fights?
I don't know.
I don't know.
think Jake's the main one that fights. I'm not
Paul,
sure.
okay, well, she has women's boxing champ now wants to fight Jake Paul after not being impressed with his performance against Nate Diaz. So I don't know if they're going to let this.
So is anyone seeing a pattern to today's show?
What?
Social media people
Fighting. You've got Elon Musk taking on Mark Zuckerberg and the billionaires thing.
Got the baseball guys fighting.
Got the baseball guys fighting. You've got me leaving a movie because I'm sick of all the kung fu stuff.
Yeah.
And now we've got two social media guys that are...
Women's boxing champ Clarissa Shields.
Oh, okay.
Nickname Panty.
You can go home now. That's as good as it's going to get today. I love that joke.
She wants to fight Jake Paul. She was unimpressed with his 10-round decision over Nate Diaz.
So who would fight amongst us? Who would fight?
I mean, do you want a good fight or?
Yeah, if we were having a good fight.
Well,
who would be good matchups?
I think we're all kind of too old to fight.
Willie's not too old to fight.
Yeah, but I'm kind of a girl. I'm kind of like a little girl.
Well, then I think we've got it established. Christy Lee versus Willie.
You slap fight or you slap fighter?
We'll give her an advantage. We'll give you those gigantic boxing gloves, and she goes bare fist.
Here's the thing. I would never fight Christy, but I would kick your ass, Christy.
Of course you would.
Oh, my. I would clean the floor with
I'm
Christy.
a lover, not a fighter.
I don't want to do it, Christy. I don't want to do it. I'm just saying, if you try to fight me, I'm going to elbow drop
You're just pummeling her and crying. I hate that I'm doing this.
What was the thing that we did, Chick? Remember we did something and...
I fought Shelley Call, Kevin
that's
Call's wife.
right. An NFL player, friend of the show, his wife.
And I was playing along, and I had the really giant, big boxing gloves on.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just playing along, having fun, and she punched me in the nose, and I got mad and hit her really hard. And this was 30 years ago when I could hit kind of hard, and I hit her with everything I had.
Man, when you get hit in the nose, you just want to cry right
especially these
away.
giant boxing gloves. I just walloped her.
Okay, well,
and I still to this day, I do not feel bad about it.
Okay.
Coming up in the news, we have interesting things falling from the sky, of all things.
Again?
We have a bizarre story. You guys, one of you had mentioned this to me once before about the significance of pink flamingos in certain places. And Pat, you had mentioned to me something about the presence of pineapples.
Yes.
Or
On cruise
renditions
ships.
Yeah,
of pineapples.
And
There's a similar thing with pink flamingos, which we're going to find out
And there
about.
was also a rumor going around that those garden balls were also a symbol of this.
The reflecting orbs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. I did not know that one. I'll have to look
Yeah.
that one up. But this is all coming up. And there's also an interesting story about urine testing in the news. That's well, you'll see. We'll cover that coming up if you have to have your urine tested today to see if you're doing something out there. Also coming up, we have weed, pot, cannabis, marijuana at weddings legally and officially and catered for special weddings. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Life can be very confusing. There's a lot of stuff coming at us all the time. And I don't know, there's 1,000 TV channels. It's just hard to even decide what to do. We have so many choices, so many decisions and relationships and all kinds of things. This is where therapy can be very, very helpful. You can help yourself so you can help everybody else. And it can be difficult to find the proper therapist. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. 2 phases here, actually. One, BetterHelp will find a licensed therapist for you online. And then the therapy itself is done online, so it's much more convenient and flexible and suited to your schedule. The way it works with BetterHelp is you fill out a brief questionnaire, you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And then therapy can be your map with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. So you can move forward with confidence and with excitement with therapy. And once again, everything is done online for your convenience. And by the way, when I say online, it can be done a spoken word. It can be done the equivalent of texting back and forth or with a camera on, whatever works for you. That's why BetterHelp is for you. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming back with a nice day for a weed wedding. And what do the flamingos mean? This is the Bob and Tom Show. Now, what's this next tune?
Well, this is a love song, baby.
Oh.
You know when you love somebody, but you don't get it back. It's about a girl that did not return her. She already had another love. And it's actually a song about that other love of hers. I can't stop thinking about her, baby. Here we go. She's a girl who knows exactly what she wants. A man who knows her game and well aware. So many irons in the fire in a juggling act. Tricks on the hook, balls in the air. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. Richard is so smooth and slick, but she loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. So many men, so little time. But there's only one that's fixed in her mind. A fix that she can't quit no matter what she does. An affliction, addiction that she loves. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. But Richard is so smooth and slick. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. Hey! If you listen to her talk, you think Richard was a cock of a walk. He's good to the last drop. And she can't stop, she can't stop. If you listen to her talk, you think Richard was a cock of a walk. He's good to the last drop. And she can't stop, she can't stop. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. But Richard is so smooth and slick. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick.
Yeah. Oh.
But want to make sure you're eating well. Factor lets you skip the extra trip to the grocery and the chopping and the prepping and the cleanup. And you still get the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen. and are ready in just 2 minutes. All you have to do is heat and enjoy, then get back outside and soak up that warm weather.
So why not treat yourself to 34-plus weekly restaurant quality options? Check this out, like bruschetta shrimp risotto.
Yes, please.
Green goddess chicken or grilled steakhouse filet mignon. Ready in just 2 minutes? I'll take that. Plus, keep your energy up with how about lunch to go? They're effortless, wholesome meals like grain bowls and salad toppers that are ready to eat when you're on the go, and there's no microwave required.
And they're all prepared by chefs and approved by dietitians. Each meal has all of the ingredients you need to feel satisfied all day long while meeting your goals. This July, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Ready in just 2 minutes, no prep, no mess.
Head to factormeals.com/BobandTom50. Use that code BobandTom50 to knock 50% off the price. That code, once again, BobandTom50. And you go to factormeals.com/BobandTom50 to get 50% off.
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that it...
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried, they're doing that internet dating, which...
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah. But I just don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. I was checking the box score, and then I double-clicked on your mom's head.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Willie Griswold's here.
What's up, man?
That's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. We've wrapped up our sports broadcast.
We need a goldfish update.
I've got 5 of them still alive.
Okay, you didn't lose any over the weekend.
But how many have passed away? 3? 4?
3 or 4, yeah.
3 or 4.
These are State Fair goldfish?
Yes.
Your daughter won?
Yeah, it's hard to keep them alive.
Well, you lost the alternates for your goldfish basketball team, but hopefully you guys still have a good season.
Yeah, so
Don't lose a starter.
Yeah.
I think, is Sparkles still alive? One's named Sparkles or Sprinkles. I forget which one, but Hart, that's the one she likes.
Well, we're hoping.
Do they all look alike?
They look alike enough.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see. I've got all the stuff now, the aquarium and everything else, so we're hoping we make it.
Don't overfeed them.
I haven't fed him at all.
Oh, well,
that's also a problem. Yeah.
I haven't fed him at all weekend. I let him.
What? You got to feed them.
Throw a flake in there or something.
I'll throw a flake in when I get home today.
If you go home and look in the bowl and a couple of the goldfish appear to be losing fins, they are somewhat cannibalistic. Are they not? I think.
I don't know. Just the kinds of goldfish you win at the fair are the kind that poop a lot.
All goldfish poop a lot.
Well, I know, but I mean, you can get another fish that looks like a goldfish that is much better.
Oh, the guppy.
Where do they keep those in the machine of the carnival going from town to town? Where do the
don't think they just
massive vats?
That is a really good question.
You don't think they just go to a pet store and get a bunch of goldfish when they get to a town?
Probably not.
I bet they don't. Yeah, I
don't know.
They're probably raising them in a way.
They're probably the biggest consumers of goldfish.
Yeah.
I don't think the pet store would sell them to them for half a cent a fish or whatever they're paying for.
Can't buy them wholesale.
Yeah.
You brought up a really good question.
Maybe you can buy them wholesale.
Maybe they have a big truck that's just a big truck full of fish.
Like you see pool water, not goldfish water.
Yeah.
That's full of goldfish.
Yeah, non-potable.
That's got to be a crazy ride. Hit a pothole.
Oh, poor fish.
Wow.
If I get that job at the goldfish delivery service.
Well, I'll let you know. I'm trying to keep them alive. I need a bigger tank, probably.
Well, no.
This happens every year.
Food. Need to feed them.
Just food.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't. It says only feed them every couple days, and they should only be enough food in there for all the food should be gone within 2 minutes.
Where'd you read that?
I looked at it. I Googled, how do you keep fair fish alive?
No kidding. You only feed
So
them
then
every couple days.
After 2 minutes, you scoop all the extra food out?
You just give them a tiny bit and just time it. I'm taking this this is kind of casual. Push comes to shove. The girls are gone this week. I can go buy a few more fish by the end of the week.
All right.
I got it under control.
All right.
They're gone all
really
week.
think that, which I admire. After all the failures, after all the discombobulation, you go, I've got it under control. I have it under control.
This week, I'll just get new fish.
And he said it with such confidence.
Yeah.
I've got it under control.
Yeah.
There's a fire behind
Just
him.
believe
Everything's under control.
every
Everything's under
word.
control.
I Googled fish.
Good Lord.
I did.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
They're hard to keep alive.
Yeah.
And then you
We
got
all are.
You got to get a temperature thing.
Yeah, they're temperamental.
There are people that have goldfish in ponds in their backyard that live through the winter.
Those are different types of fish.
Okay.
Okay, I'm telling you, the fair goldfish hard to keep alive. I don't know how the fair keeps them alive.
Well, that was my question.
That's what. Yeah.
No, you would where they buy them in bulk. I don't know. Let's move on here. What else have
Yeah,
you got
how
over
do
there?
they feed those in those little plastic bags?
Once a week.
Wow. Well, following the legalization of marijuana, and it's growing, of course, in a lot of states, more couples are now incorporating cannabis into their weddings. I did see cannabis.
Yes.
According to the New York Post, couples are having their weddings on cannabis farms where pot-related additions might include marijuana flower bouquets, bud bars, and THC-infused dinners. Sabrina Eli, the Boston wedding planner behind Defined Luxury Events, said, quote, people are starting to treat marijuana the same way they treat alcohol. She suggests creating a cannabis-only area that separates those who want to indulge and can put operators at ease. They also suggest hiring transportation to and from the venue, hiring a specialty cannabis caterer who's
So wait a minute.
experienced with controlling doses.
Now you've got to have your guests. You're in charge of getting them to and from. Seems
I've been to a couple weddings like that.
Yeah.
Really?
A lot of
I
them
have
do
too.
that.
You park in almost like a commuter lot, and then a shuttle would take you to the wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually pretty fun.
Okay.
Some businesses are now catering cannabis events. Johnny Madden, the owner of Buddha Som,
And you do go by Johnny if your last name's Madden.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Poor
Buddha
guy.
Som, said our basic packages include pre-rolls, or we can send someone to roll joints right there in front of you.
Pre-rolls at a wedding.
That's
just
cool.
sitting there.
That's cool. And then I like having someone rolling them at the wedding, like the cigar roller.
Or like an omelet station.
That is very. Oh,
that is
my! And you could put like little you can infuse it with different keefs and oils.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Like an omelet station. That's such a visual.
In my head, the guy's short too. He's like a 5'2" guy that rolls it. I don't know why that matters.
Hey, Bobby. No. Go to the omelet station. That's the marijuana station, Bobby.
Yeah.
Vapes are the most popular option because it's much less likely to make your wedding dress smell.
Oh.
There are some cool tabletop vape devices out there, according to this Johnny Madden guy. Samantha Cantor, the caterer behind Dinner at Mary's, adds that you can offer 420-friendly gift bags, especially if you do not want to overtly add cannabis to your big day, but you can send people home.
So this doesn't sound like the family-friendly wedding.
There are a lot of weddings that have no children at them.
There are.
Oh, gosh, yes. You haven't been invited to an adults-only wedding? No
I never
children?
go.
It's about 50-50. You
think so?
For me, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Did you just say, I don't go?
I don't.
And Dad, we all thank you for it. Man, I mean, they're all going so smooth lately.
Hard on
We
the
really
DJ,
appreciate it.
though, don't you think?
What?
I mean, the DJ with a bunch of stoned people.
Why, they love music.
No, I don't have any dead mouse.
Or a modest mouse.
Yeah, Casey Jones.
No mice.
No mice at all back here.
You want to hear some Pink Floyd? Okay.
Yeah.
When people smoke weed, they don't turn into a cartoon.
And they don't revert to 70s rock.
They're not stereotypes.
I'm with Tom on this. I'm pretty sure they do. They're planning to do a bunch of hippies. Yeah.
Also, weed hasn't been legal for that long. With my family, every wedding is kind of a weed wedding. There's always some cousins running off. I guarantee you, every wedding you're going to, there is a sect of people that are going for a walk after
You're right.
dinner.
Oh, yeah, which is fine.
They go missing for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
I just don't see the bride and groom firing up. Is that still a term? What is it?
Yeah, I mean, I smoked with a bride last year. I went to a Labor Day wedding in Lake Geneva, and then she got away at the very end. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I have friends that got married, and they both were vaping. They didn't smoke joints, but the bride and groom were vaping.
Is there still a thing called the shotgun?
The smoke thing?
While smoking.
You take a hit and then you blow it into someone's mouth and they suck it in? Yeah.
Oh, Sophie turned 21 and got an alcohol shooter. Have you seen these things? You shoot shots into people's mouths.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah, I think Bogart did
What
that.
could go wrong there?
I think Bogart and Bacall did that in one of their movies.
And it's a strong, I mean, it's powerful.
Yeah, you can. I've seen people at like festivals and stuff like choke.
But people have a problem with it. It starts with a little water gun. Eventually, it's a super soaker every day before work.
Yeah, we were using water. I'm not going to lie because it was funny to watch people try to. Anyway, plastic pink flamingos are in the news today. Apparently, they have a secret meaning in RV parks.
Really?
In an essay pen for RV Travel, road tripper Nancy Dixon revealed one of her neighbors informed her that having 2 flamingos outside your RV is a secret invitation to swing.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this, actually.
Yeah, somebody here mentioned that a couple weeks ago.
Dixon said she did a search to fact-check her RV neighbor.
Nancy Dixon and
Yep.
Dixon Nancy. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Many.
And found that not only are 2 flamingos an indicator, but so are, Pat...
pineapples.
That's right. Whether at campsites or on cruises, those who are open to exchanging partners are apparently inviting like-minded people using references to either flamingos or pineapples.
Interesting.
And this article, this is a different one I was reading, and it doesn't, this is kind of sort of like naughty hinting, but it doesn't say that there's significance to an upside-down pineapple.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I thought that's the significance.
I
thought the upside-down pineapple meant you were a swinger.
But the right side up, it means you have pina coladas, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's a southern, in the South, the pineapple is a welcome home.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice,
It's a nice housewarming gift kind of type thing, yeah.
What if some sweet old lady just has a pineapple on her
No,
front?
she would have a pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah.
Usually what sweet old ladies
I hate stuff like that because you never know. People that just like pineapples are suddenly going to be invaded by a bunch of hairy swinger men.
I think that's why the upside-down pineapple is the swinger one.
Tom's afraid of hairy swingers are hairy.
Hairy swinger men.
There's going to be a bunch of hairy swinger men.
Look at this guy's arm here.
Hey, have you gone to the swingerman party yet?
One on each of them. They're going to come up, surround Tom. You're coming with us, pal.
There's a conversation. It's not like just wearing the shirt's an invitation for a man to come up and smooch you.
I've also heard that flamingos and the gazing balls are UFO-friendly people.
Oh, really?
I've heard that, yeah.
Welcome to our planet.
Well, I did read that if the gazing ball has a lot of pubic hair, they're swingers.
And well, by the way, what happened with we found the UFO people. We've had a crash that was testified under oath in Congress, and there's nothing.
I thought I
in the
read.
news
They're
about
always quickly silenced.
Yes.
No, I thought we were.
I think he's right on this.
I read over the weekend that I think there's going to be more to this story this week.
I just wonder where so we've got aliens, but the news
they're good at squashing stories.
And we have Kennedy's brain alive, and Oswald's currently living in Moscow.
Well, don't be stupid.
By the way, Christy,
yes.
swingers.
I knew better than to ask this in this room.
Swingers also, Christy, nativity scenes.
No.
Boy, that'd be.
That's bad for a lot of reasons.
Well, if the baby Jesus has a tie-dye blanket, I think that's
and if there's a flamingo in the nativity scene.
If Joseph is carrying.
That's pretty funny, though. Just a nativity scene outside and somebody sticking a pink flamingo. I don't think those were there.
Stuff like this really bothers me because what if someone is completely innocent, likes the sort of kitsch look of pink flamingos?
Well, yeah, there are plenty that don't know. I remember when I was in college, this was 97, and they were having a coming out day, and it was wear denim if you're coming out. And I wore jeans like every day.
I was going to say.
And then were hairy swinger men attacking your ass?
No, but I was like, can't we go with something a little more specific?
A little less common?
Yeah.
Like a yellow kerchief or something?
Right. Yeah, but that was still back when even
congratulations, Josh.
People had to coyly come out. Isn't that weird? Like, just wear jeans.
And then you were just so embarrassed wearing your jean shorts that were cut way above your knees. You know, that's just what you liked to wear.
It's just what I liked. Yes.
Your Daisy Dukes.
Yes.
I enjoyed those.
Thank you.
Oh, Pat, I can see you in a pair of Daisy Dukes.
I had
With your
dudes
long
for a while
hair.
did
I had those shorts.
real
Sure.
short jeans.
Now, Pat,
Yeah.
do you have a marijuana song for us?
Of course I do.
What do you got?
Well, Chick was saying he hates the smell of marijuana.
I do. I don't like it.
And you know,
I don't care for it. It smells like a skunk.
I do too. Because everywhere I go, it smells like weed. In the grocery store, it's guaranteed. Even standing in line at the BMV, everywhere I go, smells like weed. I take my son to school. It's marijuana I smell. I smell pot in my hotel. Ganja's in the air on every street, at the gym and my church. Smells like weed. My hair and my clothes smells like weed. Maybe I shouldn't smoke so much weed.
It was in the whole time.
I like that new character, Snatchmo.
Snatchmo.
the horny Louis Armstrong knockoff.
The song has a follow-up, Tom.
Oh, okay.
It's about you.
Oh, really? I don't really smoke the pot, but
That's not about
I'm thinking of
pot.
starting. What the
It's
hell?
about you. And last night at the restaurant,
please.
who would have thought you'd be at the restaurant?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I walked in, there was Pat.
Everywhere I go, it's Tommy G. In the grocery store or AT&T, I just can't seem to break free. Everywhere I go, it's Tommy G. I go to the John, and he's taking a pee. I'm at the gym, it's his hog I see. The damn thing overshadows me. Everywhere I go, it's Tommy G. In the Starbucks line, Tommy G. Trying to fix my songs, Tommy G. And paying me, that handsome saint of a son of a gun, Tommy G.
Oh, thank you, Snatchmo.
Oh, thank you,
I like
boss.
the thinly veiled homoeroticism.
Thinly veiled.
Thank you, Pat. By the way, Pat Godwin's going to be back on stage Saturday, September 30th at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids with Jeff Oskey.
All right.
That'll be a great show. Willie G, Thursday, August 17th at the Summit City Comedy Club in Fort Wayne with Joey Molinaro.
Come hang out, yeah.
And then also, I've got you down here for August 25th, Friday at the Funny Bone in Cincinnati with Joey.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, man.
These are all good. Also coming up, Greg Warren. He'll be at Rooster Tea Feathers in Sunnyvale, California, starting on August 10th. Then he's got Zanies in Nashville coming up, as well as Tempe, Arizona at the Improv in late August with Mr. Greg Warren.
I think we're going to talk to him later, aren't we?
We are going to talk to Greg. Yes, we are. And we're going to talk to Reno Collier also coming up. If you have a urine test in your future, we have a urine tests in the news today on the way. We have time for one more story, Christy. What have you got over there?
Well, that was one I was going to do, but we'll wait. Federal officials are saying a door fell from the sky and landed on a store in Florida.
Yep.
The Iona-McGregor Fire District said firefighters and Lee County officials responded to Leader's Furniture of Fort Myers in reference to, quote, an aircraft door falling on the store's roof. Crews retrieved the door, saying there was no damage to the building and no one was injured. The Federal Aviation Administration said the door belonged to a helicopter, which landed safely at Pagefield Airport about 2 miles north of the furniture store, and the FAA is now investigating that incident.
Yikes.
Yeah.
How about the copter?
Yeah. Must have been a breezy ride, huh?
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of copters that don't have doors.
Sure.
Haven't you ever seen that?
I've been in that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's
frightening.
Pretty sure the copter in MASH didn't have any doors
scary.
on it.
Yeah. Well, I can just see the guy going, I'll tell you what, this copter couldn't get any louder. Whoops. there goes the door. So I'm sorry, it landed on the roof of the
furniture store.
Wow. That's interesting. Did it damage the store?
I don't know.
Well, it was a door. Did it break on through?
He's stunned.
They were having a conversation.
Fortunately, I didn't answer with there was no damage reported, which was right in the story.
A door fell onto the roof. It could have been Morrison. trying to announce that he's really still alive.
She didn't say stumbled on
the chute didn't open. Jim, you got to pull the ripcord. That's our second Doors reference in our last couple of shows.
Well, you are part of the show.
Okay. You like to talk about the Doors.
Big fan.
For whatever reason.
You should marry the Doors.
Yeah.
Well, coming up, we have something else falling from the sky that's even weirder, which we'll look into. As well as coming up, we have urine tests in the news and freedom in Oregon at last.
At the gas pump?
At the gas pump.
Yes.
Wow. We'll find out about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a
Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's going to overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink, and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my 2 kids with me, and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's got to be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need body fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try it, sweet.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there. There's some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of body on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of body fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. It'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors: original lemon lime, iced tea, or diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
You know what bugs me about life?
What's that?
People who take a reasonably simple task and make it incredibly complicated, like making a full-scale Broadway show production out of drinking iced tea. That to me is really.
What's your problem? Why can't I enjoy my iced tea over here?
No, you can.
Did you bring your thermos? I did bring my thermos.
Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture of the thermos sitting and Christy standing beside it?
Yes, so they can get the actual full
because seriously,
spectrum of how big this is.
Easily,
that's bigger than Christy's head.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That.
Christy could easily sit on that and watch a sporting event.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, what's wrong with having?
You know what? I think we should have her sit on it, and we'll caption it "Sun Tea."
He's going to read some article or some idiot friend, and when I find the idiot friend who told you about this cold iced tea, I'm going to punch him right in the face. I'm going to. Oh, well, you know,
who was that guy?
The best thing to do is to be in a separate studio because
Jeff, would you like a little glass of nice iced tea?
No, thank you.
It's delightful.
I love iced tea.
There's no ice in it, though.
No, God, no.
God, no. That would make it.
Then it's not iced tea.
Watered down.
The ice would bruise the tea.
Yes.
No, the ice is in the cooler. I quit. I quit.
Honest to God. Can we get a picture of the iced tea?
How much does this add to your morning? You had such a bad morning, you said.
Are you getting up extra early now to make your tea? No, the tea was made last night in the car when I left this morning.
Oh. In the car? Somebody put it in the car?
I did.
You put it in the car.
You put it in the car?
Last night.
Last night.
Yes.
How did you?
It's crazier than I thought.
Well, how did
really?
it
I thought it was supposed
Three
to.
letters come to mind. OCD.
Those.
Definitely.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was supposed to brew in the refrigerator.
That's old technology.
Only with Tom, the OCD is in capital letters with big lights around each.
I thought the tea was supposed to brew in the refrigerator overnight.
Tom's taking it a new step, I'm sure. Well, why not have it brew?
I call it not OCD. I call it CDO because I want the letters in alphabetical order.
Ink clay. Ooh yay, idiot yay. Ooh yay, ice ray. Emerald J. Orculter Bay. And of course, the classics of Shakespeare. Ute eBay. Oye, atne, ute eBay. At they, is ye, aye, eschenque. Other way, aye,
There's still some financial scholarships available for women aged 18 to 25. Let me teach you to act in Big Latin. For more information, write to Haji or phone 1-800-UKSHME. Do it now.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Why the penis and the breast? Those are the only two body parts we're crazy about getting as big as we can get them, right?
Although some people are doing the buttocks. The buttocks implants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
buttocks implants.
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah, it is.
Normally you don't
Well, then
see.
they sell panties with inserts in them, and underwear for men with inserts in them.
See, that's
wow.
No, I assume you haven't had any plastic surgery of any kind.
No.
I had an.
Why do you
If
assume
so,
that?
you should sue.
Because if the doctors arrived at that,
you should have seen the before.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Unless your nose was shaped like a penis before, you really.
This isn't enough.
They could have done a little bit better. We're going to take a break.
Phil is one of our friends.
Let him defend himself. My God.
No, that was on Bob. That one was on Bob.
You piled up.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
This is Reno Collier, and you're listening to Brewery.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
Josh Arnold is here. There's
Hello.
Ace Cosby.
Sorry.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you, Chick McGee.
You're welcome.
I wanted to expand on a news story we had earlier this morning about the event in the UK in which many swimmers became intestinally
got diarrhea,
sideways, if you will.
Diarrhea from the competition.
Festival. Headline: Paris's test for Olympic swimming in the Seine canceled due to poor water quality. Once again, they've spent $1 billion trying to clean up the river for the Olympics, but it says.
But it has been canceled. They're not going to try.
Well, they were going to test it over the weekend, but it said heavy rains led to the cancellation yesterday of a swimming event in the river. It was a test for next year's Summer Olympics. The Open Water Swimming World Cup was canceled because the water quality of the Seine remained below acceptable standards. Apparently, the doo-doo in the streets is still rolling into the river or something. But, yes, it's a big problem. And we do have the official way to pronounce the river, by the way. In case you're wondering, I've got this for you right here. Here we go.
In French, we would say Seine. La rivière Seine. La Seine. So it'd be fine in English or American to say Seine River. Seine
Thank you very
River.
much.
Riva.
Now we know how to say it.
Do we have to say Riva? Yeah. I've been saying river wrong all my...
Do we have to hear What Is Hit by Tower of Power?
Oh, sorry, I hit that by mistake. I love that song.
Josh, who's that actor? He was in Sideways, Joaquin Phoenix's brother. What's his name?
Oh, God. Riva?
Riva Phoenix?
Oh, yeah. In Sideways.
He's not in Sideways.
Did I say Sideways? Yeah. I meant to say, what's the movie by the train tracks? Kiefer Sutherland?
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. Got it.
Yes.
Great movie. Christy, what do you got over there?
A shopping mall in China reportedly has urinals that actually perform urine tests for a fee. The urinals installed in Beijing's business district allows users to have their urine analyzed after relieving themselves.
I bet you this is pretty lucrative for them, because what if you're going to have a urine test of where you work later? You're going to want to go check and see if you're over a line or whatever.
True, but in the case of this being in Beijing,
China, yeah.
Yeah, I think that these urinals...
Boy, man, you're just down on China, aren't you, man?
They are the biggest threat to this country, yes.
High-tech urinals are apparently equipped with sensors that can test urine for markers, including calcium, glucose, protein, ketone bodies, and ascorbate levels. The Bastille Post reports that a representative for the company...
Isn't that playing with your butt? Ascorbate?
Ascorbate?
Are you ascorbating in there?
No.
The Bastille Post reports a representative for the company operating the urinals claimed the devices use the same principles as hospital testing units and that the results can be used as a health reference. The fee for getting a urine analysis is reportedly $2.80.
Not bad.
That's very affordable. Results appearing on the screen after about 2 minutes.
That's interesting. So workplaces could end up doing this on their own.
Yeah. You come back from lunch. Hey, Joe, go in there. Take B for me.
I think it might be broken. It just told me I'm 5 weeks pregnant. I'm not sure. So this is obviously just for the men.
Well, yeah, urinals.
Maybe not. No, not well.
I mean, urine testing obviously would be for both, but I mean, you know.
Right now they just have the urinals. Well, eventually they could do it with toilets.
I'm
you
sure.
You could squat over a urinal, couldn't you, if you had to?
If I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a funnel.
Right.
I mean, they couldn't put it in the regular toilet. I mean, there'd be a lot of...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a lot of feces
There we
error.
go.
Is that what it is?
Feces
error. Error. Non-urine.
Well, you're on drugs, but how was last night's Arby's?
Look at him. Laughing like you said something
Great
funny.
joke, Josh. Thank you very much. It made my day. This is kind of dangerous, though.
Why?
I mean, don't you think this could be installed at a workplace secretly?
I don't think they could do it secretly. I think they would have to tell you.
Well, they would.
Right, but they could be.
They would be supposed to tell you, but I mean, they could certainly. So, boys, be careful.
Yeah.
Who's to say they're not already doing this?
Right.
That every time you use the bathroom at a place of business, they're analyzing your urine. Why not?
Is that why Hughes saved his at all? He was afraid somebody was going to get a hold of it. And
I don't know, or maybe a cloning problem. I don't know what the deal was on him.
He saved all his urine?
Yeah.
In jars.
Milk bottles or something?
Where did he keep it?
Like in his sealed off apartment or whatever that condo was.
Milk jug.
Was it refrigerated?
No.
I think they were just out. I mean, sealed, but...
Yeah, they put the lid on them, but they were just sitting there.
Yeah.
Well,
that's how it was in the movie anyway, and I believe everything in the movies. In the pictures.
So I think all of his emissions were in a jar, weren't they?
I think so.
He kept them both?
I
think
Very
so.
eccentric man.
I can't believe you don't know this.
Old pickle jar.
That's a tough gig. Well, I studied library science, and I ended up cataloging Mr. Hughes's turds. They've got them cross-referenced by...
Diarrhea here. We'll call this the spruce sluice.
There you go.
Another home run. This man is on fire.
Another home run.
This man is on fire.
Tom has declared that's another home run.
The home run of the day. Wait a minute. I'm gonna. What was the joke you did? We had a news story about Wales. Not the country, but
Right.
What was the story, Christy? It was something about
Jim Irsay of the Indianapolis Colts is going to be shipping an orca. Yeah.
Can't sign his star running back, but can spend $20 million shipping a whale from one side of the country to the other.
The orca's name is Lolita.
Yes.
And I said the other character in that book, Willie, Humpback. It's a joke for, I'm going to say, 0.5% of the population.
But it's such a fine joke. Because in the Nabokov book, Lolita, it's, what is it, Humbert?
Yes.
That's a finely crafted joke, and ad-libbed no less. You didn't get the.
No, he got what he deserved.
I don't think so. I'd like to see some more emails congratulating Josh on that.
Well, now there's no way you're going to get honest emails now that you've told them.
I've asked. Now we're not getting our emails today because Mark Allison isn't here, so I don't know what we may have been deluged with praise for Josh on that joke.
Oh, my God.
We may have, actually, now that we think about it.
Or you're right, we may have, or we may have not.
Now, I have another literary idea for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I was not aware that Howard Hughes, the eccentric billionaire, was keeping all of his poop in jars, and then that they were filing them. And I just sort of casually mentioned that there was some poor guy that had majored in library science that, ended up having to work for Hughes. But you know how he filed them?
How?
Do you know what?
I can guess.
What do you guess?
The doo-doo decimal system.
I was going to go with the duty decimal system, but they're both
duty's better.
They're both loose, rock solid jokes. The duty decimal system.
That always. Why they've seen the alphabet, and they said no, that's no good. We're not going to keep the books like that. We're going to come up with these numbers that don't mean anything to anybody except some guy named Dewey or some lady named Dewey. Is that right?
I'm sure it's very complicated.
Real stupid.
Library science.
We had to learn it in grade school. I couldn't tell.
The Dewey decimal system?
Yeah, didn't you guys?
We had to use it. Yeah, of course.
No, we didn't have to use it.
You didn't have when you went to the library?
No.
You didn't look up in a card catalog?
No.
It was usually like 3 letters and 3 numbers or something.
I always used the alphabets. That's what I used.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the author and the title.
That is alphabetical, the Dewey Decimal System.
Well, I don't think it is. It's numbers. Like
but it's
94837.4. And that's where Stephen
logical.
King is.
There's a reason to have it.
I don't think
I'm
there
not sure
is.
if they use it anymore. I think with computer science.
Revolutionized libraries.
I'm saying I
can't imagine
I'm glad
what it
that
would.
somebody remembered the Dewey Decimal System.
this
We've
is
got
a
so far in this break. We've had a Humbert joke.
You're going to have.
It's an excellent joke that did not get its due.
Thank you, but I think it did. I think it reached who it was going to reach.
It's so obscure. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're only making it worse by talking.
Okay, sorry.
If you talk about it tomorrow, I'm leaving.
I did get. Oh, here's my first email. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Friday.
Well, this makes sense. We were talking about this thing, Christy, with
this
what is
thing.
It? Pink flamingos in the yard at an RV park means you're swingers.
Right, 2 of them. You have to have 2.
And then the garden gnome.
Yes, the garden ball, the gazing ball.
Okay. This guy says his neighbor has a garden gnome. He thinks it may be a sign he's a swinger. His garden gnome has a huge erection.
Oh,
does that signal anything?
Does that mean anything?
I'm not sure.
You guys, the Dewey Decimal System is used worldwide in over 200,000 libraries, 135 countries, and it's unlikely to change in the immediate future. Is what they say.
That's the gears of the pro Dewey.
Dewey kind of nailed
media that you've got there.
All right.
And, his library system went way better than that of one of our presidents. Earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Don't you remember the headline, Dewey defeats Truman? Because they went with the Dewey Decimal System.
See, this guy's on fire.
We're not using the Truman Decimal System.
I mean, these are obscure.
Willie has taken his headphones off. He may be leaving.
Obscure yet fun. Thank you. Coming up, comedians Greg Warren and Reno Collier.
Dewey 001 to 099 generalities.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I know right where to go.
And by the way, any book ending in 451.
Dewey Decimal System can kiss my ass.
Any book ending in 451, fringe groups can burn. Book burning getting very popular again in this country of ours.
We are killing with undergrads across the nation.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email.
Yes.
What do you
well,
got
you know,
over there?
I tell you, it's here's the thing. It turns out these big old studios and streaming services have decided they don't want to pay their people that have made them so much money.
Oh boy, here comes the
and
whining.
so, shut your mouth. You shut your dirty mouth. One of these days, you might write a screenplay. We're doing this for you. But anyway, we've had it, and we're not going to take it anymore because, I mean, otherwise, what are you guys going to do when you get off work? What do? You go home and you stream all this stuff, right? So you can see us beautiful actors and writers.
That's right.
But they ain't going to be around until we get a fair deal. So Dino and I wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here you go.
All right.
Oh, my name is Drew Powell. I'm a star in Hollywood. But things are dark in Tinseltown, and it ain't looking good. The writers are on strike, trying to get fair pay. Nobody's writing nothing, so I don't know what to say. I got the blues all downtown. I got them writers' strike blues. Yeah. From the top of my head down to the bottom of my socks or feet. See what I did? Actors, we need scripts just like flowers need whatever they need. And I need to get back to work because I got a family to feed. All you networks and studios, sit down and make a deal. Things are gonna get ugly if I have to miss a meal. Lord, I'm down. I'm hungry, guys. I'm hungry. I got them writers' strike blues. Duke, y'all better take a solo, because I'm just about to blow a fuse, you know what I'm saying? You know, I think it's time for Netflix chill. I think Netflix, y'all gotta chill. Come on, Warner Brothers. Help a brother out. Hey, Amazon, it's prime time to make a deal. Hey, your fair share. Nice. Yo, Disney, tell Mickey Mouse to slice off a little piece of cheese for these writers. I'm mad, you hear me? Duke, I'm mad. Keep playing the blues, boy. I'm so mad, I'm screaming. All right, here we go. We're going to bring it home now. You ready? But I'm down. I got them writers' strike blues. WGA solidarity, brothers and sisters. United we win. But stay divided and we won't win. Oh, you see what I'm talking about? I don't understand. I need some help. I got the blues, man. Freaking pay them. Pay the people. Hey, I need a job. Power to the people. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you, Aaron Brockovich. Drew Powell, all the way from Hollywood. That's a great song. Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold-a-chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Our guest is comedian Tim Northern.
Good morning.
Fresh off of Star Search.
I'm the product of a biracial marriage. My father was African American, and my mother was black.
Wow.
I found out my grandfather was colored. So.
There's been so many different names. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Tim walked in and he said he played golf yesterday at a course near here, and the course is called
Hanging Tree. Played at a course called.
You know, and I don't know. Tim's a large black man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I kept looking for the hanging tree because I wanted to stay as far away from it as I could.
Wow.
Just left me a little uncomfortable.
I went to the course one time. It was closed because they had a blind golfers tournament.
They did?
Yeah, I'm like, can't they play at night?
Sure. What's the difference?
4 a.m.
I never thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
I think the fetching the towel deserves a thank you. The one guy called in that. Yeah.
Tossing the towel to you?
Sure. That deserves a thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but you don't want to do a thing where you come out with a hand towel and you go, oh, wait a minute, you probably want this one, and then you throw the
big wet towel. No, you don't.
Implying
What's something you were talking about earlier?
Stadium beers.
Your money shot you were saying was
it's like 24 ounces.
So I don't know if this is with age, but I don't really have what you'd call a money shot. Mine just kind of quietly leaves the party. It's more of a will you take a check shot.
Kind of just slip out the side door.
Just kind of moseys out.
That is my favorite joke of the year. Just kind of quietly leaves the party.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Bob and Tom.
I'm to the fair. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chip.
He's over there in the performance room. There's Willie Griswold.
What's up?
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. There's Tom Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. Hello.
Thank you very much. I'm reading more about these marijuana weddings.
Hey, little Donna.
Yeah,
if you wanna
marijuana.
This says that these are like official. They get official marijuana caterers that actually will bring the. This is places obviously where it's legal, where people will. But you can hire a guy to roll the joints, which I mean that's, as you said, Josh, kind of like a omelet station.
Yes. How about that?
Now, would it be, do you suppose, different types of cannabis?
Potentially, sure.
Yeah, it doesn't make that much difference to the casual smoker what kind of cannabis it is. But yeah, maybe you'd have an indica or sativa preference. Sativa is generally more fun, dancing kind of thing.
Hey, does this wedding have an open dispensary or is it cash dispensary? I'm not going to go if it's...
That's an interesting question.
Well, did you see? That kind of leads to a different story. I want to say the last credit card company that was allowing credit card use at dispensaries is stopping.
Oh, no kidding. Huh.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Because of some...
it's not federal,
well,
so
not,
they can't. The money can't.
But there were a handful of credit cards. I don't know if there's one is stepping up, but
you can use any debit card. They can just charge it like an ATM. And so, like, I literally did it a week ago. I was in Chicago and I got a couple pre-rolls. It cost $89 or whatever, and so they had to charge me $90, and then I gave the change back.
Oh, okay, and
so it's in effect it's just a debit. It's just an ATM.
They just use it as an ATM, exactly.
And cash, they accept cash.
Oh,
too?
for sure.
Do they have ATMs usually in the dispensary?
Every single time.
How are the fees? Do they nail you? Or?
It is like a music festival or an airport.
Okay,
it's like a $20 fee.
They get you.
All right. So make sure you go in. Yeah, probably like $6 or whatever.
But speaking for the marijuana dealers that are on the professional level, now they've got to have extra security because they've got all that cash on hand.
Yeah.
It just seems so unreasonable that they can't figure out a way to get this done.
They may eventually.
Well, I mean, there are so many fringe idiots that are in Congress. We're not going to be able to get anything done forever again. But
that's a good term, fringe idiots.
Yes.
I mean, like not just fringe, but idiots in the fringe.
Yeah,
That,
I'm tired of these centrist idiots. I want these idiots way off on the fringe.
and you raise a good point. There are idiots in all spheres of politics, certainly. And again, a good point. Would it be?
I can't imagine. Well, I don't know. I don't know how expensive it is, but that sounds. Is it more expensive than if you had an open bar for alcohol?
It must be.
I mean, so if you want to get into the nitty gritty of dispensaries in Michigan, it's much cheaper. In Illinois, the taxes are way up. And so, yeah, I feel like a joint typically is about like a gram or whatever. And so it'd be like a little less than $10, but that's like if we're buying it from the dispensary. If it's a wedding, you're getting a quarter pound, and then you're breaking that down.
So let's say even if it's
So
half,
$10.
$5. Let's say it's half of that.
Yeah.
So $5 for a
$5
joint.
would be about what it would be for a drink, sure.
I don't. Boy, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, $5
Maybe
a day.
more.
Probably more for
Yeah.
Even to a cash bar at a wedding?
Oh gosh, yeah.
What?
Oh
Well,
God,
no,
yeah.
No, really?
Yes.
Have you gone out and had a cocktail at a hotel bar?
That's completely different than
the cash bar at a wedding.
What a drink would cost them at a wedding.
Oh, if you're saying if the bride and groom paid the bar tab rather than a cash bar,
Right.
yeah, I don't know how that would break down.
That's why you bring a flask.
We'll go back to Pat's pro days. This article says that instead of carrying a traditional bouquet, this is ridiculous. The bride's not going to get up there holding a bunch of marijuana plants.
Yeah, they're kind of pretty.
Well,
they have their own centerfold in that High Times magazine.
They don't smell like good, nice flowers, though. I'll
No,
tell
they
you that.
Do they have buds? They do have a flower on them.
Yeah, the flower is what you smoke. The flower is the buds.
There you go.
I've seen that High Times mags. Do they still have that where they have the centerfold of the plants?
I don't know. I
Bud
think
What guy?
Bud of the month. Yeah.
What guy whacks it to that?
Well, I don't think
there may not have been any masturbatory
activities. Just put it in the centerfold.
You seen Miss July? Look at
think-
those flowers.
Okay.
Look at the stems on her.
Once again, this is an article in the New York Post about so-called pot and marijuana weddings.
Interesting.
Where you can have, and it suggests you also have alcohol, and you cordon off the section for the marijuana. And this also says that they have marijuana in the food. Now, I assume you'd have to warn everybody.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes. That's
Well,
probably
we've had stories where they didn't warn people. Remember?
right. But this, to do that correctly,
Yeah.
you would want to let everyone know.
If you're thinking out like, hey, you know what, I got some weed, but I'm gonna make brownies and give them to everybody. It'll be a fun prank. That's not a fun. You're just drugging people.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That is not a fun prank.
You're under the Cosby umbrella at that point.
Yes.
Let people know.
Now, traditionally, who pays for the weed? The father of the bride or the father of the groom?
Well, I mean, if it's part of the reception, it would be the father of the bride.
But
If it's rehearsal
the
dinner.
rehearsal dinner.
Father of the groom.
So then you get people all stoned. They're going to eat twice as much.
Well,
man, give me some wedding mashed potatoes. Oof. Give me 2 pieces of asparagus. Oh, I'm in. Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'm having the chicken. I'm eating some of your steak, some of your salmon. Love a wedding. I'll go around the table. I'm holding court, dancing with grandma. Just the greatest.
Well, interesting development in our culture. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Greg Warren and comedian Reno Collier. Reno's getting ready for his one-man show in Nashville. And it's a theatrical piece, not written by Reno, but he'll be the guy up on stage. We'll talk to Reno about that.
We FaceTimed the other day. He's really leaning into this acting thing. He was wearing an ascot.
Oh, boy.
Just annoying. He said that he had to get his pipes warm before the day.
And I got to be honest, this Reno Collier one-man show, I think, is going to be short-lived.
Yeah?
The life of Martin Luther King Jr. I don't know, Reno. I see
acting.
Some bad headlines.
Yeah, I know. Meryl Streep pulled it off, but then again, she
can do anything.
She can do anything, obviously. Her Gandhi was just spectacular,
wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That was so fun.
Pat.
Yes.
Do you want to serenade us with a? Do you have another marijuana song for us?
I have one about me and Willie.
What are we doing?
What's that?
You and I hung out that one night, and you kind of turned me on.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
You got turned on?
With the pot.
You know me. I am trouble.
I always heard that younger folks drank a lot. but I hung out with Willie and was all about pot. I partied with some of his comedy friends. I'll never smoke weed with Willie Griswold again. There was no hard liquor, just IPA beer, but everyone's loaded, it's perfectly clear. Willie handed me a gummy bear and a vaping pen. The stuff is so strong now, I'm never smoking again. I'll never smoke weed with Willie Griswold again. We smoked at his place one night after 10. I passed out on the couch before 11 p.m. I'll never smoke weed with Willie Griswold again. I'm on the phone now with Tom. Told him I can't come in. I messed up and smoked weed with Willie Griswold again.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that was so nice, Pat. Now, we are getting windbagged about the Dewey Decimal System.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. It should be outlawed.
Oh, boy.
Not a lot of radio shows are talking about the Dewey Decimal System today.
There's no hide.
How else are they going to do it?
Heads or tails? They just, forget it.
Chick's been against it since youth.
I've been from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows B comes after A, okay?
Yeah, but Dewey is for nonfiction. So, Chick, if you have two books about golden retrievers, one by Adams, one by Smith, do you really want to go all the way across the building to find the two different books, or do you want to find them in a single place?
Or I could just watch something on Netflix about golden retrievers. Either way.
Quiz time. Chick McGee, what is your Sleep Number setting?
100, Tom. A firm mattress from Sleep Number. That's what I like.
You like what you like, and that's okay. Christy Lee recently switched. What was your setting?
35 now. I went down a little bit.
So you like an even less firm mattress.
Correct.
But that's the beauty of the Sleep Number bed. You can adjust it as you go along. Your attitudes about things change in this world, and the smart beds from Sleep Number actually help you develop in your mind and for real what is the best Sleep Number setting for you. The Sleep Number smart beds, they have perfected adjustable settings. The idea about this is either side of the bed has its own setting, so it can be extra firm over on this side and not so firm over here, and everybody's happy. And if you want to switch sides one day just so you can be closer to the bathroom, go ahead. Swap sides, hit the button, and get it the way you like. Sleep at the next level. Unlock your unique potential with a smart bed from the Sleep Number bed, folks. And by the way, right now you can save $500 on the next generation Sleep Number smart bed. Plus, for a limited time, special financing is available for the Sleep Number beds. See the store for all the special details on that financing. You'll find those beds, of course, only at your favorite Sleep Number store. To find the store, sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. We're coming back with comedian Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Social media influence.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. We're hanging out with comedian Ron Ramey. Chick McGee doing double duty. Chick's doing anything else?
What's the most dangerous thing about starting a new relationship with a girl, fellas? That's right. What kind of pet does she have?
I was going to say finding out she's a psycho.
And what does it mean about her?
Maybe depending on the kind of pet, you can tell she's a psycho right away.
This is from holytaco.com. If she has a big dog, what she thinks it says about her. Mm-hmm. I'm not like those other girls with their tiny yappy dogs. Mm-hmm. I'm a strong, confident, independent woman who's making it in a man's world.
I see.
I love big dogs, though.
What it really says about her is a big dog says, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. Really? What the pet is thinking is, please stop using me as a body pillow and grinding on me in the middle of the night.
You took a perfectly good story. There's no grinding.
No grinding? A small dog.
Okay.
What she thinks it says, I'm not just adorable. I'm really adorable. I'm so adorable that I have a living accessory. All the cool people are doing it. I'm just like a famous celebrity. What it really says, I want to be exactly like Paris. So if you're looking for a stupid, annoying, talentless woman like Paris Hilton with a little dog, I'm your girl.
Really?
Well, maybe it says, I like a little dog.
What does the pet think?
What the pet thinks is, if that purse she carries me in is full of used condoms again today, I'm going to bite her.
I miss my ex-wife.
This is a mean website.
Here's a cat. What if she owns a cat? What she thinks it says, I'm responsible enough to care for another living creature, but I don't want to have to pay a lot of attention to it. That's why I have an animal that I could potentially leave alone for a few days, and it would be just fine. What it really says, having a cat, I don't like having guys spend the night at my house, so I adopted one of nature's ninjas to scare off any non-regular visitors using a razor-sharp pounce attack in the middle of the night.
Ouch.
What the cat is thinking, come on, dude, that I'm not familiar with, show me something dangly. I dare you. What she thinks it says owning a fish. Fish tanks are sexy. I know this is just a small bowl, but it still oozes sex. This fish depends on me, and if it lives past the first day, people are going to know that I'm responsible enough to take care of another life. What it really says, one time I had sex with a biker in the parking lot of a county fair, and he spent $26 winning me this goldfish to remember him by. I forget his name, but I call the fish Nemo.
Okay.
What the pet is thinking, that whore hasn't fed me in 6 days. My water looks and smells like a sewer. And finally, a parrot, what she thinks it says, I enjoy having a pet that's interesting and intelligent. I am an exotic person, so I have a pet that reflects my personality. What it really says, if you own a parrot and you're a girl, my grandpa died recently. He was known locally as the crazy bird guy. So he left me this temperamental, awful bird to remember him by. What the parrot is thinking, squawk, F you, F you.
Hello there, it's Ed from Ed Septic and Sewage. I'm here at this poor SOB's house. He got quoted $20,000 for a new system. I'm doing that same system for him, $500. I know what you're thinking. Ed, how can you do it so cheap? Well, first of all, this machine, stolen. That saves me a ton of money. Secondly, I'm not licensed or bonded. That saves me tens of thousands of dollars a year. So if you need a cheap septic, call me, Ed Septic. When things get hectic, call Ed Septic at the number below. From Ed Septic.
There'll be one particular country, one like oddball country, where they're gigantic. Do you have any particular spots where you're bigger than elsewhere?
Yep, Louisville.
It's right next to Liechtenstein, isn't it? Yeah.
It's this weird country called Kentucky. Tennessee.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah. Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
Hey, look, ladies. If I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
let it snow.
If you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
In the performance room, there's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Tom Griswold's here. I'm Chick McGee, and here we go. I think we have a guest, Tom.
I'm suspecting that we do. Oh, there he is. Look at that handsome face. It's comedian Greg Warren.
Hi, Greggy.
Hi, Greg.
Greg is at his home sitting in front of a bunch of photographs of famous Warrens. I see Warren Zevon. I see Leslie Ann Warren. I see Warren Sapp. Is that Warren Harding behind your head there?
Warren G. Harding.
Oh, sorry.
Tom.
Okay, sorry.
Warren, original
known as
Warren Beatty.
One of the most handsome presidents.
Warren Moon, number one there for the
yes.
Yeah.
Warren Beatty. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And now, Greg, you have a comedy special that's out there floating around, a couple of them. And you've got Where the Field Corn Grows and The Salesman. And they're found in two different spots. Where do you find The Salesman?
That's on YouTube, Tom.
And Where the Field Corn Grows?
Amazon. Yeah.
And this is the corn season.
Yeah.
And talking to you, I learned that all that corn I see in the highway is field corn, not sweet corn.
Don't eat that, Tom. Don't eat that. That's not sweet corn. You can't. You're not going to enjoy it.
We had a little discussion about sweet corn last week, and several people emailed me places to get good sweet corn, and I followed through.
Oh, I'd love
is there anything better?
The
corn pops off into your mouth. Oh, man. Sweet corn.
So good.
And tomatoes right now? Oh, very, very, very good. What's our topic for today, Greg Warren?
Tom, we're going to talk about Alcatraz.
Oh.
Yeah. Located about 1.25 miles off the San Francisco coast. 22 acres in total. It was founded in 1775 by Juan Manuel de Ayala, and it was deemed Isla de los Alcatraces, which is loosely translated as Isle of the Pelicans.
Really?
There's no pelicans on Alcatraz. It's a misnomer. It was a lot like when I was in high school. We called my friend Steve's car the Chickmobile. No chicks in that car ever. not ever. During the gold rush, we put a bunch of cannons up there to protect the U.S. from foreign invasion. We thought they were going to come try to get our gold. We never fired those cannons. 200 of them were up there.
Whoa.
Later, it became a military prison. Guess who built the military prison?
The military.
The prisoners. The prisoners built it, which I think is a terrible idea, right? All right. Which one of you guys built the catapult? I thought I saw that in the plans, Warden.
Or you built a hole in the wall here. What's going on?
There's a 4-foot wide hole in every cell. Later, it became a federal prison, 1934. Here's what was going on. During the 20s and 30s, guys, lots of crime. Lots of crime and a lot of bad guys, and a lot of them were good at getting out of prison, so they decided to build a maximum security prison at Alcatraz.
Okay.
And it was only one prisoner per cell. And it was each cell was a 5x5 cell, which was roughly the size of my apartment in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Much more hope at Alcatraz than that apartment.
Yeah.
It was a 1-to-3 ratio. So for every 3 prisoners, there was a prison guard.
Wow.
A lot of guards there. Yeah. Every time I hear anything about a ratio, I always think, I don't know if you guys were like, when in my 20s, there was always some guy who was convinced the reason he wasn't getting any action from the ladies was the ratio was all wrong. He's like, I'm moving to Boise, man. It's 1-to-4 down there. You got to go to Boise. It's 1-to-4. I'm like, dude, I know you. You're going to have to get to about 1-to-45 before you get anything.
Wow, 2 girls for every boy. Remember that song? 2 girls for every boy.
Yeah.
Going to Surf City.
Yeah. Any of those places where it exists for about 5 minutes, then people figure it out. There was a lot of famous inmates in Alcatraz. Al Capone was there. Mm-hmm. This guy is one of my most interesting. Alvin Creepy Karpus Karpowitz. He was called Creepy Karpus because he had a sinister smile. He was one of the leaders of the Barker Karpus gang. You guys have heard of Ma Barker and her boys, right?
Sure.
Yep. Yep, he partnered up with Ma.
The Barker gang, they were the ones that they went around and they would spay and neuter all the animals, right? That was them?
That's the Bob Barker gang.
Oh, my bad. It's confusing, you see.
It is. Yeah.
They did have the long microphones, though.
I didn't see that one. Alvin got started early.
Alvin!
Not that Alvin.
Oh.
But he when he was 10 years old, he was running with pimps, drug dealers, bootleggers, and gamblers.
Whoa.
10?
When I was 10, my mom wouldn't let me watch Speed Racer because it was too violent. Alvin he was public enemy number 1, deemed by the FBI. Only 3 other people have had that distinction: John Dillinger, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Babyface Nelson. They were all shot dead. Alvin got imprisoned. He was arrested. He was arrested by J. Edgar Hoover, which sort of launched J. Edgar Hoover's career. Incidentally, when they arrested Karpus, J. Edgar Hoover was there, and he said, "Boys, put the cuffs on him." And none of the guys had brought handcuffs.
That's amazing. Boys. Hey, boys.
And by the way, it was at an all-boys dance, funny enough.
So they had...
J. Edgar liked the fellas.
Yeah.
Oh.
That, I see.
Hoover left his cuffs in his other purse. Weird.
Yeah. Karpus eventually, when Alcatraz shut down in the mid-'60s, he got transferred to McNeil Island in Washington State, and there was a federal prison there. And he met a young guy there named Charles Manson.
Oh boy!
And,
up and comer.
He taught Charlie how to play the guitar. Apparently, he was pretty good.
All right.
He got out. Creepy Karpus got out later in life, and he wrote a memoir, and his publisher was a woman named Ruth Bertelsen, and they became close, and he mentored her young son until, quote,
"Is that right?
The sociopathy of some of his advice to the child angered Bertelsen." Yeah, Ruth,
Yeah.
You paired your son up with public enemy number 1. Had it been public enemy number 54, sure, let them go scouting together. But Robert Stroud was at Alcatraz. You guys know who that is? Anybody?
The Birdman. Yeah.
Yes, check the Birdman of Alcatraz. This guy was a bad apple. He killed a prison guard or two, but he was a genius. And when he was at Leavenworth, not Alcatraz, but when he was at Leavenworth, they let him have pet birds, and he learned a lot about birds and wrote a couple of books on how to cure canaries of diseases.
Wow!
Get this. While he was at Leavenworth, he was doing so much work with these birds, they let him bring in some bird equipment. But later they found out that some of it was not bird equipment. It was whiskey still equipment.
Birds got to have a good time, too, right? I mean,
Smart guy. Now, is that, wasn't that a Burt Lancaster movie?
Burt Lancaster played him. From what I understand, he sort of made him a grandfatherly figure, and people say that is simply just not accurate.
He was a monster.
But was in the movie, was he doing the bird thing at Alcatraz rather than Leavenworth?
Chick, you want to take that one?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember the specifics of him having birds at Leavenworth as opposed to...
Yeah, I think it was at Alcatraz, but once he got to Alcatraz, there were no birds. George Kelly was at Alcatraz. You guys know who that is?
George Kelly.
Is that Machine Gun Kelly?
Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah. I don't think I can mention Machine Gun Kelly without quoting my favorite scene from a movie, Phil Hartman, and So I Married an Ex-Wife.
Oh, yeah. So great. Yep.
He played a prison guard. In this particular cell block, Machine Gun Kelly had we called in the prison system a bitch. One night, in a jealous rage, Kelly took a makeshift knife, shiv, and carved the bitch's eyes out. Cafeteria, straight ahead.
You cut out some of it, thankfully.
And now,
I did cut out.
It gets a little graphic.
Do you think the fans of the current recording artist Machine Gun Kelly are aware that there was a Machine Gun Kelly prior to this?
I've listened to some Machine Gun Kelly, and if you're a fan, you're not aware of much.
Yeah. You're not aware that your favorite singer is pretty much a Blink-182 ripoff.
And doesn't James Taylor have a Machine Gun Kelly?
I think he does, yeah.
Song?
I believe so, yeah.
Really?
That sounds right, yeah.
I remember he says, this is no time for levity. This is the story of Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and an early James Taylor album, as I recall, a very good one. But
my favorite thing about James Taylor is when Henry Phillips, our friend, said, a lot of people say I remind them of James Taylor on Smack. But at the time, James Taylor was actually on Smack.
Yeah.
No, wait, who's the person that didn't someone actually escape from Alcatraz?
Good question, Tom. You led me into my next segment here. There were 14 attempts to escape Alcatraz, 36 men in total. All were caught but 3. In June of 1962, Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers, John and Clarence, escaped Alcatraz. These guys were pretty bright guys. They prepared for several months. They had constructed some mannequins, dummies. They got real hair from the barbershop. So the prison guards thought they were in bed. They didn't really start looking for them until the morning. They found an old vacuum cleaner and made a drill out of it. So they were able to drill some holes around vents. They gathered up 50 raincoats to make a rubber raft, and they inflated these rubber rafts with musical instruments, which
that's odd.
I don't know how they did.
Hey, we don't have
maybe
hair,
the guards.
What's that?
The guard was like, look at that guy playing the trombone by those 50 raincoats. Seems fine. They were able to stitch together the raincoats and vulcanize them with hot steam pipes. They got that idea from magazines that were found in prisoners' cells. Again, if you're a warden and you see somebody reading Escapee Monthly, maybe. But Tom, they got out, and there's very strong currents around Alcatraz and very cold water, and nobody ever found them. A paddle washed ashore. A couple of the parts of the raft washed ashore. The FBI says it's unlikely that they survived. The FBI closed the case in 1979. The U.S. Marshal Service still has the case. There are some people that say they got out. There's some evidence. Their mother got flowers every year anonymously on her birthday. Her funeral was allegedly attended by 2 tall boys wearing a lot of makeup, which they thought were the Anglin brothers.
Wow.
I don't know. Boy George is 6 feet, so.
Yeah. You wore a lot of makeup.
Man, this makes me feel like a bad son. These guys went to prison for their whole life. Their mom still gets flowers every year.
Yeah, on her birthday.
Yeah.
They escaped from prison. You can't even remember to send me a little note every year on my birthday. Wow. Sorry, Mom.
Someone said they saw a boat that night out there. A white boat. And then this is interesting.
Audio from that.
I saw a boat out there.
That's great, Frank.
Apparently, the FBI received a letter in 2013 from a guy that claimed to be John Anglin and said that the other 2 were dead and he was willing to trade. He'd turn himself in if he could get medical attention. He said he had cancer. They didn't present this letter to the public until 2018, and they didn't do anything about it. So there's a lot of. I would say if you go to a sporting goods store like an REI place and you see a guy blowing up a raft with a clarinet, that might be him.
Yeah. Good point.
Are there sharks in that water?
There are sharks, Josh, but they're not the type that bite. men. They're like deep water sharks. Everybody said the sharks, but no,
they nuzzle.
wouldn't have got
They
it.
nuzzle primarily.
Yeah.
More nuzzle,
sharks.
yeah.
The old cuddling shark.
Yeah, snuggle shark.
If a boat didn't pick them up, would the currents have taken them out to sea, or would it have taken them to the mainland?
It depends. I mean, there's people that have made that swim. Like 2 10-year-old boys made the swim.
Whoa.
So, but these guys are prisoners, and they're not in real good shape. Really, actually, Alcatraz had the best food of anywhere in the prison system. They like to keep the guys lazy and fat.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not a bad prison. Some people wanted to get transferred there. Hot showers. They played softball there, which that would be interesting. How'd you like to be the umpire that had to call Machine Gun Cully out on a called third strike?
Yeah.
He became softball bat Kelly after that.
Aluminum bat, Kelly. That'll hurt.
Tom, I don't know if you remember this. In 64, Alcatraz closed, and a lot of Native Americans, there's a large Native American group that went and occupied Alcatraz. They said that there was some treaty that gave them the right to unoccupied government land, and they were there for quite a while, and they wanted to make I think they wanted to put a museum or something there, and Nixon kicked them out. It was a big deal. The hippies got involved. Jane Fonda went down there, and Creedence Clearwater Revival was actually there supporting them.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Well, you might remember the song that they came up with there, "Who'll Start the Rain."
Oh, yeah?
I see, because Native Americans were involved.
Again, who'll start
the rain would be the Indian dance. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, good. Is that the closer?
I was hoping it might be.
Yeah, okay.
We're not even get to it's haunted now. It's got to be haunted.
Oh, no. Great place for a casino.
Oh, yeah.
Take a boat over. Wouldn't that be fun?
Well, they were trying to develop into private land, but it's of course it's owned by the National Park Service. You can go visit it. Make your reservations early.
Yeah, every time I've tried to go, they've been sold out.
Oh, really?
Well, thank you very much.
Well, they didn't care for you, Josh.
Now, Greg, am I correct in saying Rooster Tea Feathers in Sunnyvale, California will be hosting Greg Warren Live Thursday,
That's right, not that far from Alcatraz.
Thursday, August 10th through Sunday the 13th. Then it's the beautiful Zanies in Nashville, Tennessee, Wednesday, August 16th. And then Friday the 18th through the following Sunday, it's the Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And then Tempe, Arizona at the Improv, August 24th through the 26th. Greg Warren Live. Yeah. Don't miss him. Be sure to get The Salesman on the YouTube. And prior to that, the excellent comedy special called Where the Field Corn Grows. The answer, of course, is in the field. But there's a lot more to it than that. Thank you, Greg.
Bye, Greg.
I love you guys.
Handsome as ever. You're the best.
See you, buddy.
Right now, Josh and Greg, old friends. And when Greg is in town, he often stays at your home, which you're improving. I know you're working on the guest room, among many things at your house, thanks to Angie. Tell me more.
That's exactly right. Angie's made it easier than ever to connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. And those are the key words, aren't they? Skilled professionals. You just don't want anybody working on your house. And get those home projects done well. I can get them done. They won't look good, and they won't be safe. But that's why I Angie that. That's right. I find skilled local pros who would deliver the quality and expertise I require on Angie. If you own a home, you know how much work it can take. Everyday maintenance, repairs, plus those dream projects you want to turn into a reality. It can be hard to know where to start unless, of course, you're aware, and now you are, of Angie. Angie has over 20 years of home service experience. They've combined it with new tools to simplify the whole process. Bring them your project online or with the Angie app. Answer only a few questions, and Angie can handle the rest from start to finish. Or Angie can help you compare quotes from multiple pros and connect instantly. So you can get some pricing, you can get some estimated dates, whatever you need. That means you can take care of just about any home project in only a few taps. Because look, when it comes to getting the most out of your home, you can do this when you Angie that. That's right. Leave it to the skilled pros. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com, and that's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh. Now, when we have Greg Warren on with those pictures in the back, We have to get a photograph of this for him. Have you ever heard of the album called Knockers Up?
Knockers Up? No.
It was on the Billboard charts for 3 years.
Knockers Up.
Knockers Up by Rusty Warren.
Huh.
A comedy album dealing with women's themes. A huge underground success.
How about that?
So we'll have to get a little Knockers Up for Greg. When we come back, we've got Christy Lee at the news desk. What do you got over there?
Well, we have a big deal for Oregon drivers. We have parents hiring consultants to get their kids into a sorority. And the Big Peanut is back.
All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Here we go. Last one.
All right.
You guys! I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the Virgin Sea. 'Cause I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain. So climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore. I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try. Everybody, here we go, Jimmy. To carry on. Come on, kids, sing with me, Bob and Tom. Yeah, a gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come on, folks, too high. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. We rock it, come sail away, Jimmy, come sail away with me. Going up the chords now. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away. La Bamba. Yeah! I don't know.
Dennis DeYoung.
We're making that up as we go.
Interesting ending.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit here all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83, and you said you're 78. The moon is full, you know what I'm thinking. Let's make love, we're old and we're shrinking. The hour's late, let's just do it on our first date.
With Sam, she had 12 more children. Wow. Well, finally, after many years, Susie died. I wonder why. I'll never forget it. I was standing right next to her at the funeral home. Well, next to her body. Mm-hmm. Two little old ladies were staring down at Susie with tears in their eyes, and the first little old lady said, well, they're finally together. The second little old lady said, who, Susie and her first husband, or Susie and Sam Samurai? No, neither. Her legs.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Christy Lee's at the news desk. Comedian Tommy Johnigan hanging out with us. Once again, Tommy getting ready for his appearance in the David Letterman show.
Very cool.
So my dad is a truck driver, and it's amazing how similar my life is to his, except it's just at the end of the day, he had to move mattresses, and I tell jokes. Like, everything else is exactly the same.
I mean, you're out there driving around.
I drive so much. And as a kid, when I was like 12 years old, I'd been to all of the 48 connected states or whatever you call it. As a 12-year-old. Continuous, that's the word I was looking for. But and everybody say, oh, that must be great. Well, I've driven past the exit to every place any 12-year-old would want to see.
Yep.
There's the Grand Canyon passing. Let's stop with this Flying J up here. But
oh boy, that's great.
My parents met at a truck stop.
No kidding.
Yep.
Dad trucker, mom working.
Nope, not even a good story like
No?
that. Not even a good story. Where it would have been kind of like it could have been a movie if she was like a waitress and he was a traveling salesman or something.
Yeah.
And then he swept. My mom. She's a good person now, but she was hitchhiking, and she hitchhiked to a truck stop where she met a truck driver, and I call him Dad now, and jumped in the rig with him, and they took off. That's a solid foundation for a marriage.
Yeah.
Surprising they got divorced. Not really. Surprising she wasn't murdered, actually.
Divorce, murder.
Yeah, their love story starts out like a cold case file. It's incredible. It's 100%
Wow.
true. I can't even tell people of how my parents met. I can't tell them the story. Because as soon as you start out a story with a woman meets a man at a truck stop, they're like, I've heard it. He stabs her and throws her in a ditch. And I'm like, nope, they got married.
No, I think
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh,
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Hi, this is Paul.
And this is Storm.
And we're Paul and Storm, and you're...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Josh Arnold's here.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Stumbled on this.
Hello, Tom.
Where do you think the most penis enlargement surgeries take place?
Miami.
State? What
By country.
Oh.
I would, something, I would guess either California or Florida, especially Miami.
Colombia.
Brazil.
Actually, Germany. But this article does state that just because most of the surgeries take place in Germany does not mean they're on German men.
Oh, interesting.
They have a good deal there? Is that they have a special?
Yeah, I don't know.
When it comes to the Germans know
and
what
I
they're
don't
doing,
think I don't think the science or the technique of penis enlargement's particularly effective.
Really?
I think it's.
Does it not work after you've been?
I think there's a lot of big problems with it. I think. Yeah. So anyway, I was really surprised that it was Germany, but then at the end it says it's not necessarily Germans, so I don't think that it's anything to worry about if you're.
I wasn't really worried about it.
It's just one of those wormholes.
You think your comments carry a little more weight than they actually do, don't you?
Yeah, I just read a lengthy article about the dissatisfaction many have with these so-called implants in the penile region.
Why are you, with your massive hog, why are you spending time reading about
it was just
penis
about
surgery?
the horror of...
Are we talking about enlargement or implant? There's a difference.
Well, this particular article is about the size of the sausage, if you
All right.
I see.
So you're
Is that a very common surgery? Do men do that a lot?
I don't know anybody that I know of that's had it done.
Would you tell anybody if you did?
True.
I don't know.
I mean, women who get their breasts done, I mean, they announce it to the world.
Sure.
Obviously.
I think in Germany you just drop your lederhosen to reveal the garden hosen.
That caught me off guard.
The
You know what?
substantive.
Even if you're German, you can't get mad at that. It's kind of cute. It's cute.
It was.
No, there was a lengthy article. I think it was in the New Yorker that I was reading about this. Just a really terrible idea.
Of course, because it was in the New Yorker.
Before you do this, wherever you live, I would highly recommend not doing it. You're going to be okay.
I want to read the article about the 7 guys that are like, hell yeah, it's awesome. My wiener's way bigger.
Yeah.
I'm not embarrassed at the gym anymore. It's great. You know those guys are out there, too.
It hauls the mail now.
I suppose. I don't want to hear about the... Yeah. They got to be somewhat successful. I mean, we could read an article about all the horror stories of breast implants, but a lot of women get pretty good breast implants.
Okay, all right. Now, we have an interesting news story that, to me, is actually repeating in real life something that happened in a cartoon, and it involves a raccoon. And I think you'll see, Josh, I think you'll pick up on this, or Chick.
Yeah, this particular raccoon that Tom is referencing got a new stripe. Post-mortem. A city road crew in Memphis apparently painted a line right over a dead raccoon that was lying in the street.
That's unfortunate.
Mr. Richie Esquivel told WREG.
We're a regular TV station.
Yeah. But isn't that what you want?
Isn't that what you want?
We don't try to do too much.
No.
We don't do less than we need to.
We're doing the absolute average.
Richie said he had to do a double take when he saw the roadkill covered with a fresh line of white paint on the shoulder on Get Well Road.
Oh, boy.
Well, obviously, this raccoon didn't get well, did he? He got out of the car, took a picture of this strange sight. Esquivel said the animal was maybe there for a few days by the looks of it. It's pretty big and hard to miss.
Sure, this is a famous cartoon, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, no, tell me which one it is.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Old Pepe, a cat, gets some some paints on her back, and Pepe says, "Oh, there's another skunk."
That's right.
It must be a skunk.
Yeah.
Wow, she's hot. She's a hot skunk. Skunk
Boy,
cat.
this is a really dead raccoon. with the stripe going right over him.
They were repainting the lines over here on this particular road by us, and I noticed that someone had crossed the line right as they were painting, and there were yellow tracks going down a side street. And I had to think, that's going to not come off your car, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had a car that I never did get it off my car.
Are you serious?
Yellow paint on the bottom, yeah.
Oh.
The one before this one had yellow paint on it. I guess they finally took care of it when I gave it back. But
yeah, I felt so bad for whoever did that. It was
Isn't that the one job of the line painter? They're
you
like,
got to see it.
Watch out for watch where you're painting.
It's like everything. I got 4 hours today. I got to put in this paint. What the hell is that? Never mind. Paint.
Yeah, I guess
that's a tough gig. I could never do that.
You sit in a machine and drive.
Yeah, no, I'd get bored. I'd go off course. I'd run over animals like this poor guy that ran over the dead raccoon.
All right.
But the Pepe Le Pew, wasn't he famously eliminated from the most recent
Space Jam?
Space Jam, yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of canceled.
Was that a good movie? The latest Space Jam?
I liked it, but
I did not care for it at all. But I liked the first one a lot.
But Pepe Le Pew is the whole. It's a joke, and it's a cartoon, but it's actually about consensual activities.
Yeah, of course.
And, yeah, I don't.
And then he gets his comeuppance.
Yeah.
When he gets black paint poured over his white stripe, and she starts going after him, and he realizes, oh, this isn't what I wanted at all.
It's a life lesson.
I think that's why he got canceled, because it was blackface in that cartoon technically, and didn't really hold up.
There you go.
Yes,
I hadn't
that's
thought
one
of it that way.
interpretation.
That may in fact happen. Okay, now coming up.
Hey, I have. We never got to this. Chick sent me the story last week, and it was for Josh. Another Sasquatch sighting.
Oh, yeah, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Compelling evidence.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
that's
call him
coming
the
up.
skunk ape in some places.
Sure.
Yeah.
Plus, Josh, you've been very literary of late with your Humbert joke. We have Shakespeare in the news.
Oh, yeah, I've read
coming up, and sororities in the news just around the corner. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
I did a show at this dance club. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I don't like to dance. The lady running the show, she was like, why don't you shake what your mama gave you? I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to shake scoliosis and a low self-esteem, but there were black lights everywhere in that venue, on stage and backstage where I'm standing. And I was just doing the normal pre-show check, and I had a stain on my pants right here. I know, I felt the same way. What had happened was... you know when you put your pants in the washer and you dump the soap in, it all landed right here, and that shows up under a black light. I didn't know that, and neither did anybody else. Because I was on stage and everybody was like, oh man, that is a lot. It was a capful, it was a lot. That's 2 loads, so... If you think that's a dirty joke, it's because you're a dirty person. It's a laundry joke. It's a clean joke.
So we're getting back to your hobbies, James. You're a bowler.
Yes.
You got that going for you.
Yes, I
golf, skydiving, scuba diving, skiing. You went skydiving? How'd that go?
Yes, I did. Well,
was it a tandem jump, or did you?
It was a tandem jump. Yeah, scared me. I'm big.
I was going to say, I don't
scared you. Who were you with?
I was going to say
the other dude. I was strapped to the guy.
What do you weigh in at? Do you mind if I ask?
Then I was about 280, I guess. I'm probably 295 now.
Oh my! Now is the person when you do the tandem? Is the person with the chute?
Land on somebody else.
Is the person with the chute in back of you?
He's behind you. You don't have to do anything. You're basically like luggage.
You're looking at, you're just watching the ground come at you while the guy behind you has the chute and does all the work.
And you've never been so glad to have a man strapped to your behind. Ever. You will never. And you know, they call it a sport, too.
Well, sure,
the
it's
whole
very
time
difficult.
They're like, did you like the sport? And I was like, falling is not a sport. You know, if it was, my grandmother would win a medal. The Silver Hip Award goes to.
Yes.
If you want to make a sport, you should just throw the parachute out of the plane and then make the guy jump and put it on before he hits the ground.
Oh, I like that.
Now, for competition, throw one parachute out, 3 or 4 guys jump.
Oh, there you go.
He won.
So did you glide in, James?
We glided in, and on the tape.
Did you fall or did you land standing?
At the very last minute, he said stand up, and I was already going down, and there wasn't no. But my ears did not pop. The thing with the ears. Yeah. So when I hit the ground, immediately I was like. He was like, how do you like it? And I was like, they were good. I enjoyed it very much because I could not hear myself.
Couldn't hear a thing.
Well, that's because, see, if it were me, I would be tightening every orifice in my body to prevent leakage, including my ears.
Plus, there's a dude behind you.
Yeah. And that part stayed. That my ears did not pop until maybe the next day. And I had to sing that night. I was doing a play called Smoke on the Mountain.
You're a singer? I didn't know.
Yeah, where you sing gospel music. It's a gospel music play.
You know, smoke on the mountain, fire in the sky. It's a great play. Yeah.
So I'm trying to sing. I'm like, amazing, great, that queen.
Well, that's unfortunate. I want to apologize to anyone that might have.
Well, I don't know if you're deaf, you automatically talk that way, even though you can speak.
That's what it sounds like when you're talking.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's nerve wracking, and the more scared you've already done it, the more scared of it you are, the better you get out. The more you get out of it. You know, it is really like that facing your fear and all that stuff. And when you're standing in the doorway of that plane,
it's
every cell in your body screams, you better hold on to something. I mean, it's overwhelming.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Now, how's your son?
Oh, he's great.
How old is your son now?
Yeah, he's a little 4-year-old. He actually he loves Thomas the Train. Have you ever heard of Thomas the Tank
Oh,
Engine?
sure.
And they have different names, Donald, Toby. And one day he's got them spread out in the restaurant, and the waitress comes over. She goes, "That's Thomas the Tank Engine. Is Thomas your favorite?" Justin goes, "No, I like Percy. Percy's one of the trains." But unfortunately, he can't pronounce his R's yet. Imagine my horror. The whole restaurant hears my son go, "I like Percy." Who doesn't? Daddy does, too. Well, the guys who sit behind us do. That's my favorite. That's why you're here.
Yeah, Joey from Philly. He likes in the car.
And Rachel, where's your old lady?
I did a show at my brother's fraternity last time I was there, and they're all giving me the ideas, like when they drink, how they get around, because they know they know drinking and driving is wrong. So they have this thing where they get really drunk, and then they walk to Domino's, order a pizza, and then when they go to deliver it, they ask the guy for a ride. Thinking, that's a good idea.
Home in 30 minutes or less.
The drinking and driving the designated driver is a good idea. But what always amazes me about that is they give these designated drivers coffee all night. They're like, "Have another cup of coffee." "Hey, Bob, that's a designated driver. Hey, that's a good thing what you do with your friends. Here's another cup of coffee. Have a soda. They're not better off than someone that's had a six-pack. They get pulled over. They're wired out of their gourd. Like, "Officer, I'm the designated driver. I think you got to take care of these people." The cop's like, "Why don't you let the guy in the back puking drive? You can run ahead of the car, make sure it doesn't hit anything."
It's time once again for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
Hi, this is Nick.
Windows.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, we have the Ace Cosby joke of the day, of course.
Is that right?
And we have Reno Collier comedians set to join us. But I've got a couple stories here I wanted to run by you. One of them involves a lot of nudity.
Oh boy!
And who is not comfortable with their bodies?
Naked bodies.
Naked people?
But
Yeah.
Here's an interesting article. A pilot for Lufthansa. Allegedly, he's accused of doing. We've had this before. They have those people that follow planes on these maps, and so you can deliberately go on a specific route and create drawings, if you will. This guy is accused of making a 15-mile-long penis in the sky.
Oh yeah.
After being asked to divert his flight that was flying from Frankfurt to Sicily.
Penis in the sky.
And he was very upset about it. He was
Penis in the sky with testicles.
Are you doing a Judy in disguise? Well, that's great. And it was Lufthansa, not Bangkok. But we've had a number of these, including military pilots that do these sort of things deliberately.
Yeah, you can pre-plot it and then set it into your flight pattern.
What is it? Oh, remember the beginning of Superman way back?
Oh, here we go.
They had,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Tom Griswold Relatable. Go.
Like, are you talking George Reeves?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, remember
Up in the sky.
Look, up in the sky.
It's a bird.
It's a wang. It's Superman.
It was a plane.
It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, I'm sorry. Pat, why are you waving your arms frantically?
I got something for you.
You got something?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm flying or doing a flight test, get a little naughty, I confess. I make the other pilots laugh till they cry when I go up and write a penis in the sky. Going up, write a penis in the sky. Two smoky balls and a big one eye. I leave laughing in a cloud of dust, and a couple of puffs at the tip. That's the must. Come on, Dean. Attaboy. One more time.
I don't think Dean wants his name associated with this.
Might be in trouble when I get back. Dick joke, they'll say, what a hack. It's easy enough to draw big old Woody, but what about that sweet, sweet putty? Going up right a vagina in the sky. It's quite dangerous, I might die. Ovals and openings, canyons and cliffs. Just thinking about it makes me stiff. One more time. Just thinking about it makes me stiff. Yeah. Oh, that felt good.
Oh, gosh. Thank you very much.
And it was canyons and cliffs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But that'd be a morning show, huh?
Canyons and cliffs?
Well, the other one.
Oh.
Canyons would be the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Here we go. Here's a little survey for you.
Could be the girl. Never mind.
This is a survey about how confident Americans feel naked.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. The top 5 scenarios in which people are most confident being naked are: number 1, having sexual activity with the lights off.
Okay. Right.
Number 2, most Americans are comfortable naked when at home alone.
Okay.
By the way, number 4 is having sex with the lights on.
I see.
Number 5, having sex in front of a pet.
Oh, are you? How
They're
comfortable are
most
you?
comfortable in front of a pet?
Well, this is the descending order.
Oh.
I know. I insist. My
Gravy watch?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Yeah. Gravy, get in here.
You'll watch this and like it.
Do you allow your dogs in the room during intimate activity?
They hide.
They hide.
What happens? Let's get out of here.
Thanks. She's doing it wrong. Wrong position. Okay, this is interesting. The states with the lowest nudity confidence.
The states with the lowest
In other
nudity
words, the people
confidence.
have the least confidence being naked.
I would think that I'm going to guess somewhere in the South.
1. Maine,
Really?
Minnesota, Nebraska, Indiana, Oregon, and Tennessee.
Man, I would have thought it would be the southern states. I don't know why.
I would have thought Oregon would. I didn't think they'd
Yeah,
be
the
up there.
Bible Belt.
Oh, the hippies.
The states with the highest nudity confidence:
California, Florida.
Washington State, Rhode Island, Delaware, Maryland, and Colorado.
Wow.
Man.
Small wonder.
Well, I would have failed that test.
This is interesting. 4 in 10 women say their confidence about being naked during intimate activity changes based on the position.
Oh, definitely.
That is. I've noticed.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the way their boobs either rest or hang.
yeah.
That can be a thing. Yes. they worry about it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's good.
Really
good to
something.
know. Interesting survey. It says 33% of respondents prefer to have the lights off during intimate activity. I thought it would be higher.
Really?
No.
In other words, a third, basically.
Yeah.
Would rather have the lights off.
What are you, Willie? Lights on, lights off? Doesn't matter?
I'm just happy to be there, to be honest.
Okay,
I'm just
there you
glad
go.
I got
Yeah.
the invite. I'm really happy to be celebrating. But yeah, lights on is nice. Then I got to watch the show, right?
All right.
Sure.
Here's a good stat.
Nice lighting, though.
I'm a lights off, but I insist we both wear those Silence of the Lambs Jurassic Park goggles.
Well, night vision.
These numbers are kind of surprising to me. 51% of Americans are comfortable receiving nude photos on their phones.
All right.
But only 27% are comfortable sending them. That seems to be high to me.
It's a generational thing.
51% are okay with it.
Yeah.
With getting
receiving
them.
See, it's funny. I thought that seems low to me. To Willie and I, that seems
Yeah,
low.
that's what I'm saying. It's a generational thing. Also, we would never think about doing
When you're
that.
at Target walking around, do you think, okay, half the people here have naked pictures on their phones?
At least.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but
what do you think? That's interesting. We should run all these polls with Tom
I don't have
Griswold.
I have no naked pictures on my phone. I don't send them. I don't get them.
Well,
I
you're
don't
part
want
of
them.
the 49%.
I guess.
Yeah.
No, I just think 50 seems really high. When you were at the state fair, did you walk around going, "Yep, I can get half these people naked in my phone"?
Not when I was at the state fair, no.
No.
Plus, it was,
I'm with Josh.
It was high school band day, so you don't want to.
You go to jail.
Saw a bunch of horses.
That really puts the old kibosh on the survey. Let's just put this survey away. Thank you very much.
Who did that survey and why?
Let me see who did it. Bespoke Surgical.
Oh, okay.
Is the name of it.
So they're probably into some sort of
Probably plastic
augmentation.
surgery. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but reshaping certain aspects of people's bodies. Wow, just interesting numbers. I can't believe half the people have naked pictures on there.
Do you have one of those friends that almost at any party gets naked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. We all kind of know one or two guys that just insist on getting nude.
I am that guy.
Oh, you're the naked guy?
Not fully naked, but if I have 4 beers, it's nice outside, I'm popping my shirt off, guaranteed.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
It's fun. You don't like popping the shirt off?
No, I'm not a nude partier. No. I mean, I've skinny dipped and stuff.
I just like it. It's a
Why
sense of
is this a
freedom.
guy thing? Girls don't do this.
Yeah, they should.
Oh, they do. There are some, but
Really?
but I think it's guys are
You've been at a party where a girl got naked for no reason.
not naked, not no, but
Okay.
certainly close
Pop
or
off.
flashing. Yeah.
I was going to say, in this show, the answer would be Daniel Tosh.
Yeah, Daniel Tosh.
all
comedian.
totally naked. Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
He
gets
walked in
naked a
here
lot.
naked one time.
But in his defense, he kind of did it tastefully. He had his legs crossed, and
He just wanted to see your reaction.
Yeah.
that is funny.
he could tell what he was dealing with when he saw Tom. Immediately.
He covered himself.
No, he had his legs crossed.
Oh.
So
Now, coming up, we have comedian Reno Collier. Right now, Chick McGee's going to be going home.
That's right.
Get into the compound and feeling good and feeling safe because
I have the Simply Safe design it yourself, install it yourself, do it yourself home security system for my compound. And Simply Safe Home Security has launched breakthrough technology, 24/7 live guard protection to help stop crime in real time. Simply Safe professional monitoring agents can actually see, speak, and deter intruders in your home through the new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera. The agents can now warn intruders that they are being recorded, and police are on their way in real time, stopping them in their tracks. 24/7 live guard protection is made possible by the new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera. It's Fast Protect monitoring plan, and the new Smart Alarm indoor camera, the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren and advanced motion detection and vision AI. The Smart Alarm indoor camera can sense the difference between potential intruders and pets to reduce false alarms. And right now, Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 20% off any Simply Safe system when you sign up for a free month of Fast Protect monitoring. The special offer for a limited time only. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Stops intruders in their tracks. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, comedian Reno Collier and the Ace Cosby joke of the day. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Couldn't tell you if it's recently because
Doesn't work.
cable's out. Okay,
You got to pay the bill. Yeah, that's right.
What's the phrase about it?
Well, sometimes there's more month than money.
There's more month than money.
I tell you what, because 25th coming around, we started damn near started that.
No, I forget. I know these are.
Man, we've been there though.
These are the Dickey twins.
Your name right?
Yeah, what are you, Rod Dickey, and he's what is it?
I'm Dick Dickey. That's Ricky Dickey.
Ricky Dickey and Rod Dickey.
How you doing?
No, it's Ricky Dickey and Dickey.
No, Ricky Dickey and Dicky Dickey.
Yeah, I see. The Dickey brothers.
Where'd you get Rod?
No, the Dickey twins. Our great Uncle James wrote Deliverance.
Did he?
Oh, James Dickey.
That's right.
Fine.
I kept telling him, no, you need more sodomy. Yeah, more bunghole.
Christy.
You told me I couldn't say that.
I'm more Josh than fire today. I'm the intellectual in the family, and he's a little bit more earthy.
Uh-huh.
We'll get back to
Health officials in Canada.
I can tell you how old you are just by smelling your fingers.
It's true. Try him. Bill, try him.
Well, you're 35.
He's usually right within 5 or 6 years.
You know something? Josh, and honest to God, it would be worth to dress you up. Get a booth at the State Fair.
Yeah.
Dress you up like Ricky Dickey.
Right.
Get a booth at the State Fair with a straight face, have a sign up there, I can guess your age by smelling your fingers. and see how many people would come up and go, well, this guy can't do it. And
yes.
God,
Well, what happens when he's wrong? Wouldn't they be mad?
I never.
Who cares?
Take his money?
As Josh puts it, you're just doing it for the viral video.
Are you going to take money from these people, or you're just doing it for free?
You say if we can't do it, we'll give you $3.
Oh, okay.
The thing about the Dickey brothers, they always have their trapper hats on.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, overalls, and they're pretty educated. They're not,
Now you wear the overalls with no underwear and no undershirt, right? Little side boob.
We ain't stupid.
Oh, can we do that next summer, please?
We can do it now. We do it for Christmas. I got my trapper hat right here.
He got me a trapper hat for my
Are you going to model that for the camera?
I put it up on mine.
I still remember when you squirted out of Mama.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you guys were twins.
He's 5 minutes.
Yeah, I remember it. I was first.
5 minutes older.
A doctor lifted me up, spanked me, turned me around so I could watch old Dickie Dick come out.
Yeah. I heard you almost dropped your dip.
That's right.
Jaw fell right to the floor.
That's right. What a man he is. He dipped right out of the snatcher.
I like that book, The Snatcher and the Rye.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's quite a book. Yeah, I'm sorry. Christy, where were we here?
Health officials in Canada.
What do you think this add to it?
Could we take a picture of you in that? Because you're.
It's on
Chick's Instagram.
Josh, you need to agree.
Chick McGee, if you want to go on that Instagram.
That is one stupid looking hat.
Oh, dude, trapper hats are the best.
It's so warm.
You need a green one.
I can't wait for it to get really cold.
I've got a couple.
Do you?
Yeah, I love them.
Got this snap on the bottom.
They really keep your face warm. They're amazing.
Does the front come down?
The wind chill.
Yes, it does.
Well, you won't have to worry about. You won't have to worry about getting a venereal disease because those are vagina repellent.
Wait a minute, I can't hear you. What? There you go.
Even better.
You tell me if this looks stupid.
What's the big flap with the fur in the front for you? Are you supposed to pull it down, but then you can't see?
That's what I said.
It doesn't pull down.
That's just there for fashion, Tom.
Okay, because that does look good.
So you take this off there and it cuts
You
the line
slaughtered
all
some
over.
poor animal for that stupid thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, right there. That's a vole.
And then the chinchilla's in the back.
Right.
Hey.
That's right.
She's got a smile like Count Chocula. Tom, she could chew through coaxial cable. Take her 4 hours to eat an ear of corn, I'm telling you. And believe me, Bob, I am delighted people donated baby food and diapers. I'm just hoping a dentist steps up to the plate. We're going to take fertility drugs.
My God.
And we're going to keep all 7 because it's God's will. Bull crap. God's will was for you to have 0. You screwed it up.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. Mm-hmm. And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Hey, this is Mike Perbig.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much, Chick.
Hello, Tom.
Oh, and we're going to hook up with comedian Reno Collier via video link. There he is.
What's going on?
Hey, Reno.
Hi, Reno.
Tell you what's going on, Reno. I know you're a professional comedian, and you've got the one-man show coming up in Nashville, and tickets for that show go on sale today. Am I right?
Yes, sir. They go on sale today at noon at dadbodnashville.com.
Dadbodnashville.com.
Yes,
And,
sir. At the Woolworth Theater.
This is a stage play, one-man show.
It is. Yeah, there's Steve Byrne is in it. There's some video, there's music, there's all kinds of it's out of control. It's really fun, and it's going to be really funny. God willing, it's going to be a blast. I'm just kind of nervous, but it's
how's your memorization of the show going?
It's I'm driving my wife nuts because I'm just walking around with headphones on, muttering like it's like. Remember, I don't know if you guys have spent much time in L.A., but you see people walking down the street, and you don't know if they're homeless, muttering to themselves, or learning lines. Mm-hmm. They're just kind of walking down the street going, okay, and then that's what I'm doing through my house all day. So it's I'm getting there.
How much time do you have to get there?
The first show is September 9th.
Okay. Oh, you got this. So, you got a month. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's every Saturday through the end of the year. And, yeah, man, it's going to be really fun. I hope people enjoy it.
Well, good. I can't wait to see it. But as a professional comedian, Reno, I know I often say that even at his peak of his career, Tiger Woods took golf lessons. He had a swing coach. Similarly, in your career as a comedian, you probably haven't had any comedy lessons lately, and that's where this comes in.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Reno, I don't want to brag, but I finished a jigsaw puzzle in 3 hours last night.
Wow.
Whoa.
The box,
kidding me.
The box said 2 to 4 years, but
I love you, Ace. I love you, dude.
That came out much better than I thought it would halfway through.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you very much. Reno, we've had some interesting news stories this morning. Reno, I'm going to give you a little quiz.
All right.
In what country do you think the most male penile extensions are performed?
Do I win anything if I get it right?
Yes, you can have an extension on me. No, I would never.
Germany.
Germany is correct.
Yeah, Big Wiener Clinic, here I come. I listen to the show, too.
You trickster.
A Big Wiener Clinic.
Remember when, what was it? Remember, what was his name? John F. Kennedy famously said, Ich bin ein Hog, while he was over there in Europe.
I'm a fellow large hogger?
Yeah, something like that, or I'm a jelly donut. I forget what he said. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I didn't know you'd heard that story. I was quite surprised that Germany was the place. Well, then you've probably heard all the stories we've done today, I guess. Now, have you been to the movies, or are you too busy getting ready for your play?
I have not been to the movies.
So you haven't seen Barbenheimer, any of those?
No, dude. I'm a grown man.
Well, no, there's Oppenheimer and Barbie. They're the two big movies right now.
No, I get it. I'd go see Oppenheimer, but I'd leave out the Barbie. I don't know, dude.
Barbie's over $1 billion.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Set a record, yeah.
And Oppenheimer's doing great, except in Japan, where it's bombing.
You're on a World War II kick, huh?
Sorry, is that too soon?
It's not filling up the Pacific theaters, huh?
I think never is what you should be shooting for there.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
We have a couple news stories that we'd review with.
Mattel actually has announced. Have you seen Barbie?
Not yet.
Okay, Kate McKinnon's character is called Weird Barbie, and they have announced they are going to sell a Weird Barbie based on her character, and I think you can start pre-ordering on August 18th. It's going to be a smaller version, but it'll go well. It'll sell very well.
What was your favorite toy as a child, Reno?
Probably my BB gun or Stretch Armstrong. Or the Evel Knievel thing you wind up that jump stuff.
The sky cycle, I think is what they call it. Something like that, yeah.
You know, they've already made a couple Evel Knievel movies.
They haven't done a Stretch Armstrong. Well, the
yeah,
Incredibles or whatever that guy was stretchy.
Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Because they've made everything else. Pretty much every 60s show has been a movie.
BB Gun has too, A Christmas Story.
Well, that was that was an important element of the story. I mean, I suppose you could do a specific movie just called BB Gun.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe have a scene at the fair. And I'm not sure what else. Shooting it at your brother, putting an eye out, that sort of thing.
Well, Disney's out with the Haunted Mansion. That's based on the ride out at Disney World. Speaking of mansions, the 16th century manor house where Shakespeare wrote one of his plays has gone on the market for a mere $5.7 million. The Shakespeare house in the village of Rowington, England, was home to the bard's relatives and is believed to be where he penned As You Like It. The timber-framed Tudor period property, originally built for the playwright's family, and is set on a beautiful English country estate with 20 acres of ground.
Shakespeare actually wrote there?
Mm-hmm.
I hope the realtor has something kind of fitting, like to buy or not to buy.
Not to buy.
What is the commission?
Here he sat, all broken-hearted.
What's that light breaking through yonder window of master bedroom?
Primary bedroom, please.
Oh, sorry. Forgive me.
Yes.
So, Reno, have you been doing any stand-up gigs or just getting ready for the play?
No, man, I canceled I won't be going back on the road. Apparently, I missed the road because I made coffee this morning and I put in creamer and hot chocolate mix. You know, like the Swiss thing, because that's what I do at Hampton Inns,
right?
To make the coffee taste better. So I guess I'm like, I've been on the road for 27 years. I think I'm kind of like falling back into my regular stuff, or I'd be on the road.
Is your wife happy to have you around this much?
Probably not.
Has she booked you into the Hampton Inn down the street?
Got a pool. Not yet. Yeah, don't you have points or something?
Yeah, can't you go there for a couple days?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about it just for the quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my dog barks every time anybody comes anywhere near our house. So I voice recorded myself, you know, saying the lines for the play so I could listen to it. And all through it, every once in a while, you hear like a rah, 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 and you can hear my wife clanging a spoon on the side of a pot. So when I'm doing the play, this stuff's going to all be in my head. You know, this is the part where the dog barks.
Yeah, that's my cue is the dog barking. Where the hell is it?
That's right.
Well, it'll be fun. Is this your first time doing a play per se where you have to memorize other people's lines?
Yeah. Yeah, I did write it. I wrote it with a guy, Adrian Culp, who worked with Adam Sandler for 10 years. We wrote it together. So it's not so far-fetched. And I'm playing the guy is basically me in 90% of the way. Like, if this was like, you're a 20-year-old from New York, I would never try to act and do something that's outside of my realm. So I'm basically playing myself. So it's not a lot of character development.
Is the beard staying?
Yeah, man.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean?
What do you don't like his beard?
No. Tom doesn't. As a general rule, Tom doesn't care for facial hair.
No, I thought that you were playing this character from their 20s to their 50s.
It's done through the magic of something else.
Oh.
There's ways around
through the magic of Just for Men.
Yeah. I'm trying to get that Keith Hernandez juice that you put in your hair and your beard.
Mm-hmm. Just for men.
Yeah. Well, I think I am going to have to color it, and which I really think is so stupid, but I get it. You know.
Well, go Elvis, jet black. That way no one will notice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. With this pasty Scottish skin. Yeah. That look really
Now, on a weekly basis, Reno calls, and often he prepares a segment. Do we have anything today?
Yes, sir, we do. So, to the joy of parents everywhere, it's back to school time. All the stores are pushing sales on back to school supplies, but I was thinking about it. Most kids have all their school supplies in their pocket. It's called their phone. It holds the answer to every question they'll hear all year. And because of this, these kids are never going to learn the art of working the classroom. You know, if they need an answer to a test, they can ask Siri. We had to go into school on the first day and scope out the seating, make sure you got a good cheat seat, trying to sneak into the spot between the foreign exchange kid and the kid with glasses and a briefcase to copy off of.
Wow.
You know, then you got to talk the kid in front of you into wearing a hoodie on test days so you could lay your cheat sheet in there. And then you end up giving them your ice cream so they'd pull it up if the teacher ever walked by. You remember that?
No.
Never did that.
Okay, well, you know, we all got through school differently. Plus, they type everything now. They don't even need pencils, really, which means they're going to miss out on one of the greatest bus sports ever. Pencil fights, you know? Although there was never an official rule book for this, the official rules changed with whoever you'd pencil fight, right? And everyone sold their rules to you as if you were stupid if you didn't know them. You know, they're like, look, before we get started, we play by the official rules on this bus. 1, you have to flip it and you can't start higher than 6 inches above the pencil. It has to be a number 2 pencil and no sneak attacks. That's short bus rules. And if you can wave your pencil up, hey, we used to talk like that. And if you can wave your pencil up and down and it looks like it's rubber, that is an illegal pencil. Not to mention, with no pencils, they'll never know the joy of putting a felt tip pen into a manual pencil sharpener on the wall by the classroom door, grinding it up into that blue untouchable wood chip so the stains someone's hand when they have to clean it up. Or biting the eraser out of the top of the pencil, mashing the metal eraser casing into a sharp edge so you could carve the word boof into your desk. Boof. Spelled B-O-O-F, turning the 2 middle O's into boobs. Remember that? And all our books back then were used by kids in the previous years. There were 2 kinds. One with important stuff underlined. The other had art in it. You remember?
Yes.
Someone would draw a caption over John Wilkes Booth's head that was like, knock, knock. You know?
Who's there?
Yeah. John Wilkes Booth, Abe. Someone would draw a big wiener on George Washington and it'd say, put this in a quarter. and my all-time favorite was someone drew a yarmulke on Hitler's head. I don't know why. That just really made me laugh. My favorite school supply, though, was the protractor, which was basically a Chinese throwing star. You remember those things?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'd toss them back like 6 rows through the air on the bus so the kid that eats chew gum for a quarter could whip it out the bus window at some dude on a bike.
Oh, gee.
Wow. This is violent.
By the way, hey, it was the 80s. By the way, you want to know if your kid smokes pot? Look at the tip of the point on their protractor. If it's dark, gooey, and burnt, you're probably constantly running out of Pop-Tarts. You can also smell the mouthpiece on their trumpet. Or watch your kid roll up a burrito. If they licked a tortilla before they roll it up and they laugh like... And I know that right now there's a kid in his parents' car going to school listening to this going, shut up, dude. Mom, this guy sucks. Change it. Well, you know what, kid? You know what, kid? You can go tell your doctor you're irritable and he'll give you meds. We had to find someone with a 26-year-old brother that still lived in the basement, and we self-medicated like freaking men. All right? So in closing, I got sent to military school when I was 14, and I'm a recovering alcoholic, so stay in school. I'm Reno, Collier, and that's my country fried cake.
Glad you ended on a positive note.
Yep.
Well, I always try to bring love into the end.
Were you ever a marijuana guy?
I like to talk about that, Tom. I have children.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, you just said that you were a recovering alcoholic.
I'll answer it like this. I was sent to military school when I was 14.
I see.
You can fill in the blanks however you want. Here's the worst advice I ever got. My baseball coach, I kept having to miss. I'd skip school, and then they wouldn't let me play in the games. And I was sitting in the dugout, and my coach is like, why do you keep skipping school? I'm like, because I hate it. And he goes, this was like an epiphany to me. He goes, look, man, just go to school, make it your playground, and just don't do anything. And I was like, you are a genius. So that's what I did. I was like, this is like, I can do whatever I want here, blah, 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 you know, and then you end up taking your test in a closet full of books and stuff like that, but you still got to play in the baseball game.
I see. This is more
great advice.
More great advice from Reno. Well, thanks,
I'm
Reno.
here for you, kids.
Once again,
you got it, guys.
Once again, the tickets for Reno's show go on sale. Where did you say? What was the exact address, Reno?
www.dadbodnashville.com. It's at the Woolworth Theater. It's right by Morton Steakhouse and the Ryman. It's right in the middle of everything downtown Nashville. It's going to be a freaking blast, man. I really hope people enjoy it.
dadbodnashville.com. That's
yes,
the
sir.
key. Okay, thanks, Reno.
Hope everybody has a great week. Thanks, guys.
You too. Thanks very much, Reno.
Are your kids back to school yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
Next week.
Mine is
next
today.
week. Yours is today?
Yeah, today.
Yikes.
Yeah, well, you know, it's everything's changing.
August 7th.
I didn't know they didn't use pencils anymore.
Well, I think the older
They do,
kids.
but they, yeah.
Yeah, I think yours are okay. I don't think they're going to be typing yet.
I just
are they?
bought them a bunch of monogram pencils.
Monogrammed, huh?
You can get like 10,000 for $4. It's not like
Are they monograms? Monograms or the whole name, or what are you doing there?
Well, Finns say Finn Swifty.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
And Hearts just have her name on them.
Okay.
They're fun. And I love having pencils around. As you know, I bought a pencil sharpener a few weeks ago, so.
Yeah, everybody heard about it.
that.
I like opening up my junk drawer, having plenty of pencils ready to go.
Where's your sharpener?
It's in the junk drawer.
No, he has a handheld. You twist it around.
Oh, that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
You got to have the electric. They're great.
No, thank you. Tell me more about this show and how to listen
And
to it.
Raycon earbuds, of course, Tom. Raycon's everyday earbuds. You people know this. They feel and look and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to, and especially in summer when you can do anything. Raycon earbuds feature noise isolation awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed in sound or tune into your surroundings when you need to. And you can listen while you travel or during a grueling workout with optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. Earbuds are comfortable enough for all-day wear, and remember, they do not budge. And with Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and get a load of this. They start about half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's everyday earbuds also have over 56,000 5-star reviews. And right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off the already low-priced but great quality Raycon earbuds. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. We're going to come back with a little bit of history and I think a little more Shakespeare. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the...
Today, a little bit of an issue, something a little minor. Christy has a new boyfriend. She's officially announced the arrival of her new boyfriend.
He just got here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
she ordered him online. Yeah, come on.
No, I mean, you've been seeing this guy, and now suddenly it's okay.
We can go with it. Yeah,
we're going with it. It's official. And the reason we had to go with it is because this guy's name is Tom, my name.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some confusion behind the scenes. Christy, be telling.
I'm the only one named. I'm the original Tom.
Well, no, but Christy was telling stories. She'd go, this weekend, Tom and I did something, and she would
I'd have to
tell about some exotic adventure they had. And I'd have to clarify that I had no part of this.
There has been some speculation on the show that Tom and I might be seeing each other this Tom,
but
and
it's
that's
not. It's
totally not true.
So you have boyfriend Tom, and then I will be plaintiff Tom. I think.
How about Boss Tom?
Ooh, I like that.
Taking it off here, Boss Tom.
But see, since he's your man, he should be Major Tom, and then I would be Minor Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
That way, since he's like the guy, you're major dude. Yeah. We'll have to settle on something. I kind of like work Tom versus play Tom. Or day Tom versus night Tom. But then sometimes you see him during the day. Like on a Saturday, you probably let him in, I assume, during the day.
No, he stays chained to the tree, Tom. He's not allowed in.
Sometimes we have lunch, I think there's a Starbucks in town that thinks that we're having an affair. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Because you know how we meet at the same Starbucks occasionally. And,
I see.
You know, the people that work there kind of give you that look like,
Well, that's because see, he's facing them, and you're when you look away, he makes funny faces with his lips.
That's probably true.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the standard.
Don't ever do that again. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Sorry, that's a really creepy.
That was like a lizard,
what was that? I missed
snake.
it.
No, you don't want to see it.
Let's just say Chick is the employee at Starbucks.
Yes.
And then I am facing them, sitting at the table.
And I'm sitting
you're
with my
sipping,
back to
You're
them.
sipping
your back
some
is to-
annoying exotic
Don't
drink.
show me your tongue again, please.
And as soon as you look away,
and then he goes with his tongue, implying
creepy pink thing come out of his face.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
This is Todd Berry.
Okay.
Once again, Todd has just established that he's not into astrology, but he's very proud.
And then I'm going to read an offbeat news item.
I can back that up. My numerologist told me that astrology is a bunch of crap.
How many times did she tell you?
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is a woman fried 8 goldfish amid fight with ex. This is in Pasadena, Texas. Authorities say a Houston area woman who was burned up at her former common-law husband fried their pet goldfish and ate some of them.
In front of
what?
Pasadena police say it's a civil matter and no charges will be filed. The 7 goldfish were purchased together by the couple during happier times.
Now, this sounds like it's from The Onion.
I know.
It does.
Remember when we bought the goldfish? How much in love we were?
Police spokesman Vance Mitchell says the man reported on Saturday that the woman took the goldfish from his apartment. Mitchell says the two argued earlier about some jewelry the man had given her but took back. She wanted the jewelry returned. So the natural go-to response is to eat goldfish.
Of course.
Officers who were dispatched to the woman's home arrived to find 4 fried goldfish on a plate. The woman said she already ate the other 3.
Show him.
I mean, you do eat other kind of fish. So
I guess, but jeez.
Stay away from her.
Wow. That's a kind of basic instinct. What was
7 goldfish.
Oh, the bunny
Fatal
rabbit.
Attraction.
Fatal Attraction.
Yeah. Bunny.
Glad they didn't buy a dog.
They bought the goldfish
together
During happier times.
Oh, yes.
7 goldfish.
When did they buy the deep fryer?
Next summer at the State Fair.
And all of a sudden you hear, "What's your hurry, pal?" Do you know why I stopped you? Do you know how fast you were going? I gotta wear a radar detector on my wiener. It's a fuzz buster.
Bravo! Bob and Tom. 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. We're speaking with comedian Jim Gaffigan. What else is your life? What are you into? Do you have hobbies? Do you have like weird food?
I am a vegetarian, though.
You are?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a strict vegetarian. I eat beef and pork. And chicken. But not fish, because that's disgusting.
I'm with you. Oh,
How can you tell when fish goes bad? It smells like fish either way. I can't believe we're still serving fish with the heads on there. What are we, barbarians? I always feel like the eyes looking at me like, you don't mind if I watch while you eat my body, do you? Don't be distracted if a little tear comes out.
Sad salmon. Oh, yeah.
I love when vegetarians, they always try and impress you. They're like, I haven't had meat in 5 years. I haven't had a banana in a month.
Dave Cooperman is here with us.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
Dave, a young guy, young comedian, good-looking guy, married man, I understand.
I am.
How's that going?
Right now, I guess we're working on having kids and stuff.
Cool.
But we're having some trouble, and
she's blaming me because she's not getting pregnant. And I'm like, honey, you realize we actually have to have sex, okay? Screwing with my head will not make you pregnant. How many times I got beat the point home? So we're thinking about, we're talking about kids. Even naming the kid is a challenge if we have one. I want my kid to know he's both Jewish and Chinese. The best I've come up with so far is cha-ching. Maybe a lump sum.
Matthews and more.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
You're
now,
welcome.
Patty G.
Yes, sir.
You got a couple albums out there. 4.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your most recent one?
What is Under the Bed?
Under the Bed.
You caught me off guard there.
I like that one. Is that based on your childhood experiences of fearing that someone was under the bed?
Very much so, yeah.
Really? What did you think was under the bed?
The Boogeyman.
Oh,
Boogeyman?
yeah. Scary.
The boogie man. Not a good boogie.
No.
What songs are on that particular album?
Gangsta Folk, First Date, Gone Bad, Voices in My Head, Balladeer with ADD.
Your classics.
Depressed.
These are all classics.
Oh, thank you.
Remastered.
Reissued, rehab.
And available on a streaming source near you or to be downloaded.
Switch to Beers on there with the tin whistle and the band. Very exciting.
All right. Okay, cool. I just wanted to underscore that fact. Also, you're going to be back on the road. You just recorded your television special in Sarasota, Florida, and you will be back on the road once again September 30th at the Olympic Theater with Jeff Oskey in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. While I'm at it, Willie G. coming up Thursday, the 17th of August, Summit City Comedy in Fort Wayne. And then Friday, August 25th, Willie, along with Joey Melanero, at the Funny Bone in Cincinnati.
Yeah, go to my Instagram, at willie.griswold. There's a link in the bio. Come hang out.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, it's time for us to review what's going on in the world of history.
Can you tell me what day it is without looking?
It's too late. I've already looked.
Okay.
It's August 7th.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a good day in history.
Lucky number 7, yeah.
Once again, Shakespeare in the news. On this date in 1606.
Wow.
I think it was the first performance of Shakespeare's play Macbeth. Wasn't a big hit in the beginning. There was no rapping, no hip-hop. Didn't have any of that
when it went to video, people really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it became a hit in video, yeah.
Am I the only one that's always wondered why McDonald's hasn't done a crossover?
A Macbeth?
Well, it would have to be...
What do you mean?
We've got
you mean out, damn nugget? What are you talking about?
Oh, that's good. I was thinking of Double, Toil, and Trouble Burger.
You were, huh?
A double burger. No? McDonald's is going to stay away from Macbeth. Okay, just asking. Willie, you'll like this one. 1992, the Orlando Magic signed the number 1 draft pick.
Shaq? Yeah, baby.
Shaq Fu, Shaq Daddy. What did he win, 4? He win 4? 5?
1 with Miami, 2 with LA, 3 with LA?
3 with LA, I think 3.
He was good.
1 with Miami, 1 with... Yeah, I don't know.
Birthdays today, 1928. James Randi, the amazing Randy.
Who's he?
And is he still alive?
No, he died a couple years ago.
Is he a magician?
Yeah, and he was famous for calling psychics...
Debunking.
Yeah, for calling psychics frauds and... a terrific magician in his own right. And,
he was
a magician's magician.
With Penn and Teller, quite often they would.
And there's a great Penn and Teller gag that it's worth reading about that they pulled on him.
Oh, cool.
On Randy?
Yeah.
Huh.
It involves a statue that's very funny. Happy birthday, Garrison Keillor.
Oh.
Yeah.
And boy, he got.
We'll be gone.
He got
just another day
drummed out very quickly.
Yeah, he did.
I never quite understood that, but
put the grab ass on him, I guess. I don't know.
The accusations. I always thought he loved radio and it showed. Put it that way. Had a great radio show. Do you know who this guy is? Christy Lee.
I don't know. Who?
Born in 1955. Wayne Knight.
Oh yeah.
1955.
Born in 1955. An actor, never played the Dark Knight, of course, but
Wayne Knight.
Hello, Newman.
Oh, that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seinfeld, Jurassic Park.
Yep.
Sure. I didn't know. I did not know his name though.
Third Rock from the Sun, wasn't he on there as a cop? I think.
How about this one, Willie? 1958. Bruce Dickinson.
Oh, I know this one.
I do not know who that is.
One of the Metallica or
no,
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Is he the pilot guy?
He's a certified jet pilot, novelist, and the head guy for Iron Maiden.
Very well-rounded gent.
Yeah, interesting guy. He's been here a couple times in the studio with us. 1960, David Duchovny.
X-Files. He's the X-Files.
Yeah, and wasn't he...
Handsome dude. Californication.
I love that show.
And didn't he claim that he was a sex addict? Wasn't that his thing?
Well,
he got in trouble
aren't we
with
all?
his wife.
Wait a minute. Well, that's interesting.
Can you really be a sex addict?
Yeah, that seems to me to be...
No thanks.
A little bit of a
I don't
stretch.
think so.
I don't want to see some guy with the chair circled. It's a disease. Really? Okay.
Well, I mean, if you have that, I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Now, born in 1975, and I don't know how to pronounce this name. I've heard it so many different ways. Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think you did it right.
Close enough.
Great actress.
She's pretty.
Oh, she's a great actress, too. Yeah, Academy Award winner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, time now to review what we learned on today's show.
Well, let's see. We learned that pot at weddings is now a thing.
Cool.
We just don't know how pervasive it will be.
And but apparently, officially, like catered marijuana food.
And we don't know if it's going to be an open pot bar, a cash pot bar.
Yeah. And you said the guy rolling that you wanted a joint roller, and
I did not.
I want that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Willie. And what was your description of the guy?
I just wanted to be short. Josh said that he wanted to be like an omelet station, which is a great idea.
Yeah.
And would it be useful to be able to pick from different types of marijuana products right there?
I guess, yeah. If you're a real stoner, you know the different types of strains specifically, but your average stoner isn't going to know the different taste or whatever from any strain.
Do people mix and match? Do people like roll a joint with two different kinds?
Sure. Yeah, you bet.
Really? Okay, well, we are need to be educated.
Such a world, yeah. We don't know anything about it.
That'd be a weird wedding.
My favorite story from the show this morning over the weekend is Tom did see Pat Godwin in the wild.
Yeah.
And apparently Pat, sadly, mistakenly got a bad haircut. And Tom took this opportunity to make fun of Pat and his bald head, even though Tom, without the bad haircut, is bald.
Yeah, yeah.
So you ran with it.
I could just see Pat was sitting there. Pat was sitting there with his girlfriend and her family.
Yeah, Pat wasn't there by himself.
And I walked over and said,
was he wearing a hat?
No.
Oh.
No. Tom didn't have a hat.
And I walked over.
No, you didn't.
Oh, not at dinner with her family.
And I didn't have a hat on either. And I said, Mr. Diesel, I'm a huge fan of your movies.
You got a big laugh.
Just unbelievable.
At my expense.
My opening line.
How do you do that?
He did 5 minutes at the table. He killed.
I can't imagine.
I just find it funny that you put the hat on for the photograph then, Pat.
Exactly. I wanted to look better.
It's growing back, Pat. You'll
Sort
be fine. Okay.
Yes.
And that's pretty much what we learned.
And we also learned that Charlie Manson learned to play guitar when he was at Alcatraz.
Yeah.
And was taught by...
I forget who he was.
Mel Gun Kelly? No, I don't.
Mel Bay.
No, that's
the Birdman of Alcatraz? Who was it? One of
thank you
those
very
guys.
much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.